come in all sizes.
For the Steel Mills, and known for something else, great NFL quarterbacks. Johnny Unitas, the Hall of Famer of the Baltimore Colts. And Broadway Joe Namath, who shot down Unitas' Colts in Super Bowl number 3. And there are 2 great ones in the NFL today, also from Western Pennsylvania. The Buffalo Bills hope that this man, Jim Kelly, can bring them back to the championship days. And the top-rated quarterback in the NFL is number 13, the Dolphins, Dan Marino. The NFL is back, and today it's Marino versus Jim Kelly.
The National Broadcasting Company presents the National Football League. Today from Joe Robbie Stadium, it's the Buffalo Bills versus the Miami Dolphins. Brought to you by Budweiser, Beechwood Age for that clean, crisp taste. This Bud's for you. By the U.S. Armed Forces, it's a great place to start. And by BMW, the ultimate driving machine. To arrange a thorough test drive, phone your nearest BMW dealer.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the brand new home of the Miami Dolphins, Joe Robbie Stadium, where it is hot today. The temperature on the field at game time, 88 degrees for the Bills and Dolphins. I'm Jim Donovan, along with Paul McGuire. 2 quarterbacks are very happy to be back in action. Jim Kelly and Dan Marino, Paul, and they'll do what they do best, throw the football.
Jim, Dan Marino is probably the best quarterback in the National Football League. But the problem is, people ask defensive coordinators, why don't you blitz Dan Marino? Now, the defensive coordinators say, if we do, we commit suicide. I'll tell you why. He's got the quickest release in the National Football League. If you blitz him, you put your defensive secondary in man-to-man coverage, and when you do that, he is going to tear you apart.
And on the other side of the ball, Jim Kelly, in the final week before the strike began, registered a come-from-behind victory for the Buffalo Bills over Houston, which was very important to this team.
Jim Kelly has got his confidence back. He knows now he's not going to lose the game in the last 30 seconds. He can win it. The one thing about Jim Kelly is that you want to blitz him, but you have to be very careful. You must leave a defensive lineman or a linebacker back to cover Kelly if he runs. He ran in the USFL. He will run in the National Football League, something that he really and truly loves to do.
And there is Marv Levy as he brings his Buffalo Bills in. And the regular Bills are here with a record of 2-3. They were 1-1 before the strike. And the man looking for his 250th regular season career victory today, Don Shula, talking with quarterback Dan Marino right there. What an illustrious record that is. Miami won the toss and has elected to receive the kickoff. Teeing it up is Scott Norwood. Those are the 2 rookies back there deep. Scott Schwade's number 81 and the rookie out of Boston College, Troy Stratford. This kickoff is being sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers. They were close to a sellout just before game time, about 1,000 shy. It's a late arriving crowd here at Joe Robbie Stadium, and as we mentioned, it was warm down on the field, getting warmer throughout the afternoon. Norwood moves into it, and we're underway. Ball is coming down to the rookie Schwades out of Syracuse. To the 10, to the 20, has an alley up close to the 30-yard line. A great run back by Schwades to get it going. Bentley was in on the tackle for the Bills as he knocked him down, and Dan Marino brings the Dolphins offense out. There it is. Marino leads them, and all of those guys are kept very happy because he spreads the football around to them all. They really can receive it. The offensive line, and we highlight the great center, Dwight Stevenson, who was injured in the Buffalo preseason game, but Stevenson will go up against Fred Smerlis today, and that's a good battle there. 2 veterans. 1st and 10, Miami. The ball out close to the 30-yard line. Hardy, the tight end, goes in motion and plops down on the left side. Marino firing. It is caught by Clayton for a first down up over the 40-yard line to the 41. And there he is, picking on a young secondary.
When you look at Clayton, watch what Clayton does. He reads zone defense right now. Mark Clayton, number 83, comes down. And now watch what he does. He comes right back to Marino. He sees Marino, watches the defensive secondary, Johnson, go by him. Clayton comes up, still gets the first down.
Darryl Talley was in on the tackle. It's out to the 42-yard line on a first down and a good start for the Dolphins. Bennett and Hampton. split now as they broke out of the I formation. Marino right on target on pass number 1. Bennett to the outside. Tries to get the block, and he gets out to the 45-yard line, and the rookie linebacker, Shane Conlon, brings him down. Let's check out that Buffalo defensive lineup right now. As there you take a look at Shane Conlon. There it is, the front three. Bruce Smith, 15 sacks last year. He's the guy that they have to keep away from Marino. And the linebackers, the number 1 choice out of Penn State, Shane Conlon, who leads the team in tackles coming into this game after their first 2 games, and a very young secondary highlighted by the rookie, Nate Odoms. James Pruitt is into the lineup now for the Dolphins at a wide receiver spot. Second down, 8 yards to go after 2 yards picked up on that last running play by Bennett. Pruitt in motion. The pitch. Here comes Hampton to the 45. Couple of nice spins, and he gets up close to the 50-yard line up near midfield. Tackle on the play made by the left defensive end, Sean McNanny.
When you look at the Miami Dolphins running the football against the Buffalo Bills, Jimmy, this is the problem the Bills have had all through training camp and through the first 2 games. Of course, we're not talking about the replacement games, but people have been able to run the football against them. But when we talked to Don Shula, the one thing he said to us, we said, will you run against the Bills? He said, are you kidding? He said, we got a guy that can throw the ball all over the ballpark. We're going to score with the football by throwing it.
They bring in an extra defensive back, Ron Pitts. Couple of tight ends in now for the Dolphins. Hardy and a rookie out of Notre Dame, Joel Williams. And there goes Bennett up to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down and 3 from the Miami 49. They pitch. Here's Hampton. He's got the first down, and he goes inside Buffalo territory down to the 45-yard line, and he is knocked out of bounds by Ron Pitts.
Jimmy, they went with 3 tight ends. They went with Hardy, Williams, and Lewis, who was a replacement player. Number 89, they brought Lewis in motion and picked up the first down.
They had a bunch of blocking there because then they brought Bennett down to the line of scrimmage too. So they just cleared it out on that near side and ran for the first down yardage. And they pick it up. They're second along the drive, and they're moving smoothly. Talley checks out of the lineup now for the Bills, and John Kaiser comes in. It's a first down for Miami at the 44 of Buffalo. Out of the I formation. Play action fake. Marino across the middle. In and out of the hands of the tight end crossing there, Bruce Hardy. Kaiser was in on the coverage. He had just checked into the lineup on that play. Second down and 10 now for the Dolphins. Hardy is a case of a quarterback that is really spreading the ball around. He had his best season ever last year. And on the other side of the ball, when the Bills check in, Paul, Metzelar's is another condition there where he's getting the ball a lot.
Well, what Marino and Kelly do so well is they look at their wide receivers, and if they're covered, they know they have the big tight ends with great hands, and they're going to throw the ball to them.
It is second down and 10, and there goes Hardy in motion. Backs are split, Hampton and Bennett. On 2nd and 10. They give it off on the left side, and here comes Hampton through, and he's stuffed by the Bills for a short gain. Tackle on the play made by Eugene Marv and Ray Bentley. In other words, the 2 inside linebackers. They're really running the ball.
Well, if you're going to run against Buffalo, you're better off running to the either outsides. But to go up the middle, when you have Smirla sitting in the hole, he's tough. You've got Bentley and Marv, and Marv is probably the better linebacker, the best linebacker that they have on the field. Just don't want to run at those guys.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd and 9. Troy Stratford is into the lineup, the rookie out of Boston College. In at a running back spot. Jim Jensen is in at a wide receiver spot.
There's a blitz.
Faking the blitz, and now here they come, and there's Marino stepping up. He's got plenty of time. Fires. It's caught over the middle. He had Clayton wide open on a slant, but of course he had so much time to throw the ball, and a first down for the Dolphins up near the 26.
Bruce Smith has to be complaining for the Buffalo Bills, number 78, their great defensive end, because Dellenbeck, number 65, look to the left. He's got him not only holding him, but he's got him by the face mask. To the left of Marino. Marino just steps up to the inside, and here's the pass over the middle to Clayton. Beautiful execution, but you've got to take a look at the offensive lineman. They're going to have to hold Bruce Smith.
It's a first down to the Buffalo 26-yard line, and Paul, they're really going after the rookie on that corner, Nate Odoms out of Wisconsin. 1st and 10 out of the I formation again, and here comes Clayton. He's in motion. They give it to Hampton. He gets nailed right at the 25-yard line as the Bills shut the run down there. Bentley was in on the tackle. Fred Smirlis on piles too. So it will be second down and long yardage for Marino. Checking into the lineup now for Miami at running back is Ron Davenport, and Woody Bennett will come out. James Pruitt comes into the lineup now to wide receiver spot. Here comes Hardy out.
3 wide receivers. They're going with Pruitt, Duper, and Clayton.
Now Clayton and Pruitt will come out to the top of your screen.
That's going to put Odom's one-on-one on Clayton.
And Duper's down at the bottom of the screen. Backs are in a wide split. Second down, call it 9.5. Marino shoots it down, looking for Duper. Down at the 10-yard line, they rule it's an incompleted pass. It was a trap hop. Derek Burrows was in on the coverage for the Bills.
The most amazing thing about their pass offenses is that Duper hasn't even made the turn yet. The ball is in the air. He knows where Duper is going to be. Here comes Duper back to the ball, a one-hop. Good call by the official, but the ball is thrown before they make that final cut.
It is third down and very long. Third down and 9. Dolphins have moved successfully on a third down long situation. They have cashed in once, and on third and short they cashed in once, so they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions. The officials send the Dolphins back into the offensive huddle. Pat Haggerty is your referee, and there he comes up to talk things over and try and straighten out both teams. No score in the ball game.
Looks like a traffic controller.
Well, the 30-second clock operator. Put 4 seconds back on the clock. It should be 21.
There it is, the 30-second clock. You heard the message.
And you better do it now.
So there it is. It's now at 21. That's what he wanted. Paul, one of the real stories coming to the lineup now, Jim Jensen comes in, and he can end up lining up anywhere on the field in that Miami offense. He lined up his last time into the lineup in the backfield. That's where he is right now.
In place of Nathan. Nathan is gone, and they like to throw the ball to Jensen. He's got great hands.
Bills look like they're coming on defense on third down and 9 from the 24. Again, time. Room to roam across the middle. Clayton's got it inside the 10, down to the 6. It's first and goal, Dolphins.
Remember what I told you about you don't want to blitz him? And him, I mean Marino. Marino just steps up in the blitz. He could have run the ball, probably picked up the first down, but he's not going to do it. Here comes Clayton. Now watch what he does. He sees Marino in trouble. Not only is he going across, but he's coming back towards him. Marino just throws that ball, and it's one of the toughest plays you can throw as a right-handed quarterback, running to your left and throwing back to your right, but he hits him right in the hands.
First and goal at the Buffalo 6. Smooth and easy is Dan Marino. He's not skipping a beat at all here. Ron Davenport is in there for some blocking help in the backfield. Marino shifts him closer in behind him. First and goal across the middle. Touchdown! Mark Duper picks up the touchdown, and the Dolphins are in for the first score of the day.
You've got Duper outside, Jimmy, one-on-one on the corner man, and the man that almost got there was number 50, Bentley, the linebacker. And to show you the strength of Marino's arm, he beats the linebacker. Bentley just, his head kind of turned like, there goes the ball. I didn't have a chance at it.
10 plays, 72 yards. It took 6 minutes and 19 seconds. Fuad Revez will try and tack on the extra point. He does. And the Dolphins are off to a fine start here at Joe Robbie.
When you take a look at Duper, look at number 15 to the left of your screen. That's, or 50, that's Bentley. You see Bentley, he thinks he can get there. No, he can't. He's the inside linebacker. And the corner, Duper just left them standing there.
So the Dolphins lead by a score of 7-0 on their first drive of the game. So now it's up to Jim Kelly, and we'll be back with his first possession after this. Consecutive games with a touchdown pass. Now number 3. He just went ahead of Darryl LaMonica in that category. Fuad Revez. Fuad Revez will kick it away. Rob Riddick is back deep along with Steve Tasker and Jamie Mueller. Bills first possession. Far sideline. Tasker's got it. 20, 30, out to the 32-yard line. Tackle on the play was made by Lifford Hobley. And so Buffalo has pretty good field position. Tasker's a fine special teams player.
You're going to see Tasker on punts, kickoffs. He'll be the first guy down there.
The number of plays, 11, 72 yards. It took 6:19, and that was the finisher. 5 yards. Marino to Duper. Here comes Jim Kelly. Backs are split in the backfield. Gives it up the middle. There's a flag down on the play, so we'll check that out. John Boza was in on the tackle as they unstack.
You know, Jimmy, when you look at that drive and talking to Shula yesterday, that's the one thing that he said. He said, look, if we can get the ball in the end zone with Marino throwing the football. They had 1st and 10 inside the 10-yard line. And the first play from scrimmage, he throws a pass, touchdown.
Ronnie Harmon's really coming on, and he's in there and replacing Greg Bell.
Left guard, still first down.
All right, they got a false start on Jim Richard, the left guard, so Miami accepts the penalty, 5 yards. The offensive line trying to protect Jim Kelly. Will Wolford moved from a tackle spot, from a guard spot last year to tackle. It is now 1st down and 15, back at the 26-yard line. It's Ronnie Harmon over the right side, short of the 30-yard line, and the inside linebacker, Mark Brown, is in on the tackle. And also there on the tackle was Brian Soche. Here's the Miami Dolphins defense coming up for you now. We check their lineup. Turner, Soche, and the rookie out of Boston College who they hope to help with the pass rush, John Boza. The linebackers. The best news in Miami after yesterday's practice was that Hugh Green was back. He was injured in the preseason game against the Bills. And the secondary has really taken it from the Miami fans, being really roundly criticized. Harmon's got nowhere to go, and he goes down. Paul Langford in there on the corner. Turner was there too as he tried to get around the right side, and there was no room.
You look at Kelly, and he swung his arms, and Kelly knows, you know, you had excellent field position at the 33-yard line after the kickoff return, and we know he can throw the football. And Marv Levy said we're going to let him air it out and throw the football, and the first 3 plays were actually running plays, the one with the penalty and then the next 2.
Rob Riddick is in. Trumaine Johnson is in. Don McNeil is an extra defensive back. It is 3rd down and 13. Kelly in trouble, running, and nowhere to go, really, over the 30-yard line, and he is wrapped up. Rick Kraft made the tackle.
The big problem here is Kelly was either going to hit Riddick or Harmon. Take a look in the middle of your picture. You're going to see the 2 backs crossing, and they run into each other right there. Kelly's looking. He can't get the ball to Harmon. He has to run. The defense is there. J.T. Turner makes a hit, and they bring him down.
John Kidd will punt it away for the Bills. Not a good opening position for Buffalo. Scott Schwades is back. The lone safety back. Kidd gets it away. Low punt. Returnable. Schwades has it. Cutting to the outside. Back up towards the middle over the 35 out to the 37-yard line. And so it is Marino 1 and Kelly nothing as the Bills try and get it undergoing. It's Marino up next. The Bills lead by a score of 7-0 here in Miami. Let's take our first check on our 10-minute ticker this afternoon. And right off the bat, Paul, that jumps off the screen. Tampa Bay on a DeBerg touchdown pass to Calvin McGee. They lead over Chicago.
Chicago's letting them build their confidence up.
Bengals lead in the AFC Central Division, trying to get back in it over Pittsburgh. And here at Joe Robbie Stadium, it's the Dolphins leading over the Bills 7-0 on a Marino touchdown pass to Mark Duper. And back at it, second possession. Oh, Clayton's wide open. Nobody near him, and Burrows drives him out of bounds, but not before he gets good yardage up at the 44-yard line and out.
Interesting. Buffalo Bills on first down situation now are going with 5 defensive backs.
Here's the rest of the scoreboard now. Green Bay jumps out quickly over Detroit. And that Bronco-Minnesota game has now been moved to tomorrow night because of the 7th game of the World Series. 7-0 Dolphins. And that was a pretty good pickup. 8 yards on that last pass. 2nd down and 2. James Pruitt into the lineup at a wide receiver spot for the Dolphins. Marino to Woody Bennett. Oh, Bennett slips as he was tripped up. Tripping him up there was Sean McNanny. If he got by McNanny, he definitely had the first down. As it is, he'll be very close.
The Buffalo Bills are going with 4 linemen, McNanny, Smirla, Smith, and Mesner, and they're going with 5 defensive backs. Okay, now they're going back to 3-4. Bringing Bentley back in and Eugene Marv back in.
On the measurement, Bennett just had enough for the first down.
Whoops, here they come back again.
So in and out. This will kill you in this heat. You know, that's something that the Bills took a lot of precaution against this week. They were practicing in the cold weather up in Buffalo, and it was cold up there, wasn't it, this week?
It was very cold and rainy at the beginning of the week when they first came back to practice, and they have an inside facility, but they practiced outdoors in the stadium.
So we'll watch that here this afternoon and see just what kind of condition they are in, playing in this heat. 88 degrees on the field at game time. And a first down for the Dolphins. To the outside, Hampton with a nice move to midfield. He's wrapped up and brought down by the free safety Mark Kelso out of William and Mary.
Kelso made an excellent play coming up from his free safety spot. Red run right away and got to the outside. If he gets by Kelso, he may still be running.
Ball is just inside Buffalo territory now as Marino huddles up the Dolphins. Davenport and Pruitt come in. Second down and 6.
The only 2 linebackers in the game for Buffalo are Talley and Shane Conlon.
Second and 6. Dolphins lead 7-0. Marino back. Lots of time again. Fires, and it's caught. Clayton has the first down as he steps out of bounds, and again they pick on Nate Odoms.
I said at the beginning, and I told you don't want to blitz him. That time they blitzed Darryl Talley, the linebacker, went with 4 defensive linemen, and all of a sudden you got Odoms on the outside on Clayton. Look what happens. Here's Odoms backing up. Look at the room he's giving him. You've got to give him that much room. You don't want him to get the bomb right away. Clayton reads it, comes back. Marino reads it. The ball is thrown before the turn. Bang, first down.
Imagine Odoms having to rest here in Miami last night, knowing that Marino was going to go after him, and then it's a night that you get another hour of sleep. Turn those clocks back. First down for the Dolphins as they drive again on the Bills. And Marino, with a good thing going, fires across the middle, and Duper couldn't hang on. He had it. It was high. He was stretched out, and they dropped it at the 20-yard line. Kelso put the hit on Duper.
Well, that time Odoms kind of slacked off a little bit because he knew that when going to the inside, he's going to get help from number 38, Kelso. Look at Kelso reading the ball. Here he comes to make the play. The ball was on target, should have been caught, but Kelso makes the hit. Now watch Odoms when he backs up on, and he lets Duper come across the middle. When he does that and he lets him inside, he knows that he has that help from the safety. Kelso was there, but the ball was a little bit lower. It might have been a catch.
Second down and 10 after the incompleted pass. Good numbers. 74 yards and another touchdown pass, the 7th of the season for him. They give it off. Here's Hampton. Oh, he's got an alley up the outside as he bangs inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line. Burrows makes the tackle, but James Pruitt cleared it out and got him through, and another Miami first down.
Jimmy, how right you are. Pruitt, number 82, is a wide receiver. Look to the right of your screen. This is off the shotgun. It's a handoff. They're running away from Bruce Smith. Now, right on the inside, that's not the block I'm talking about. Here's the one you're talking about. There goes Pruitt to the inside. He gets Shane Conlon and puts him down. Pick up another first down.
And 13 yards on that particular play. First down. Dolphins continue on the drive. Big shift now there as Hardy goes down to the left side of the line, and they're in the eye. Clayton in motion. First and 10. Here's Hampton to the other side.
Great play by Smith.
And at the 26-yard line, that's why they're running away from Smith.
Yeah, that one didn't work. Let's go the other way. Dellenbeck is supposed to be blocking Smith. I say is supposed to be blocking Smith. But that 79 is Geisler. He's moving to the outside, and what they have is the tight end blocking. And look at Bruce Smith. No chance for Hardy to block Smith. Geisler is the tight end now. He went to the outside to take the linebacker, and the tight end just couldn't handle him.
Second down and 9. They give him 1 yard on that carry. Geisler's in there. He was activated after being injured. So this is his first game back as he starts in there at the left tackle. He did not start the game. Marino back.
Look out.
Down, wide open, Pruitt, touchdown! He beats Burrows, and the Dolphins score again.
Jimmy, you're right. Pruitt does beat Burrows, but you got to look where this ball is thrown. Now watch Marino. How much can you say about the man? Look where the ball lands. You can't catch this one. Just leave the uniform and go on home. He put that ball out where Burrows had no chance whatsoever to catch the ball. The only guy that could catch it is Pruitt, and he did.
He is 2 for 2. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, 2 touchdown passes. That one covering 25 yards. Roves will come in now to try and tack on the second extra point. It's good. Dolphins lead by a score of 14-0.
Burrows is sitting here one-on-one on the outside, and there's Kelso, 38, the safety. He can't get there. The blocking is beautiful up front for the Dolphins, and then Marino just airs it out. Take a look at Pruitt. No chance for Burrows. We'll be back. Miami 14, Buffalo nothing.
So here's the summary of touchdown drive number 2. And Marino's batting 1,000. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, 8 plays. It only took 2.5 and a little bit more than that. And he hits it to Pruitt for the touchdown of 25 yards. And the Dolphins lead by 14. Reves kicks it away, and it is short. Jamie Mueller out of Benedictine College. He has a little bit of a crease. Goes out over the 25 to the 30, out to the 31-yard line. And he is tackled on the play by Lifford Hobley again. So here comes Jim Kelly. And what's he thinking right now?
Throw.
Well, here's what we're thinking. As the regulars are back, the Jets in Washington, and look at the Buccaneers over the Bears, 14-0 at home, and the Saints jump out early. Pittsburgh's out of the field goal. Cowboys and Eagles tied. And in a game in the AFC Eastern Division, New England jumps out against the Colts. Jim Kelly, 3 plays and a punt the first time. And as Paul said, he's thinking throw. He's got time. He's got Metzelaar as his tight end. And he'll struggle and fight for a couple of tough yards out near the 40-yard line to the 38. Hugh Green was in on the tackle of Metzelaar's.
Well, this wasn't his primary target, I can tell you that. But Metzelaar's is a big target. And Metzelaar's, the rush is on Kelly right now. Chauchet is almost in on him. Doesn't quite get there. Boza gets in there. But when Metzelaar sees Kelly in trouble, he goes back to him. But watch when you look at Hugh Green. Here's a guy that just sets himself ready. Don't let him make any more yardage than you have to.
2nd down and 4. They got 6 on that pass. Throwing to Andre Reed, or rather, excuse me, Harmon. And Harmon's got it and breaks out over the 50-yard line and goes out of bounds. And he's got a 1st down inside Miami territory at the 47-yard line. Jackie Shipp drives him out. But a nice move by Harmon after he made the catch.
Yeah, you've got Harmon. They split Harmon out to the outside, and you're trying to cover him outside. It's just no go. You've got a safety out there and a linebacker, Graff, coming into the inside, or Brzezinski coming to the inside trying to help out. Harmon is not a blazing speed type of guy. He's so quick with his feet. And this is the one thing, we talked about Kelly. He has to throw the football.
All right, Harmon is split out again wide to the top of the screen. It's Reed and Burkett, but they'll give it to Byram, and the fullback doesn't get too much. Mark Brown tackled him as Byram went down. As we finish up giving him the scoreboard. And Green Bay is winning big over Detroit, 21-0. And Atlanta leads over Houston by 3. So Byram only got a couple of yards. They'll give him 3. 2nd down and 7 for Buffalo. And now they'll send Reed and Burkett out to the top of the screen. Down at the bottom is Riddick. And Byram is the lone back in behind Kelly. 2nd and long. Nice time throwing to Metzelaar as he's wide open. And he's down to the 10-yard line as he brought it across the middle, and Glenn Blackwood kept him out of the end zone.
The safety number 43, Bud Brown, is the man that was supposed to be on Metzelaar's, and he goes right down the middle of the field. Kelly gets excellent protection, only a 3-man rush. And you'll see Kelly look for this big tight end Metzelaar's. And there's Bud Brown, number 43, chasing. He's the man that was supposed to be on Metzelaar's. Metzelaar just broke to the inside, lost Brown, picked up a 1st down. They're at the 10.
34 yards on the pass play. And it's 1st down. They can get a 1st down at about the half-yard line. Reed's in motion. Kelly to Riddick. Oh, and a nice play by Brown to come from the outside and bring him down, and he'll get virtually nothing on the play.
Mark Brown, just as a linebacker, read the run and just went right down the line of scrimmage, and he caught Riddick before he even got to the line of scrimmage. There was like about a half-a-yard loss.
Riddick and Byram will be in the Buffalo backfield. 2nd down, and the crowd chanting defense.
That's where he looks for that big tight end.
Kelly up there. They're roaring here at Joe Robbie Stadium. Kelly back. Riddick's out there in the flat. Does he have enough blocking? Down to the 5, maybe the 4. And finally is brought down. Brzezinski brings him down. And gets up limping just a bit.
Here's a play where you have an offensive lineman, Tim Vogler, downfield. If you take a look to the left of your screen, look where the pass is caught. You see where Vogler is? No, sorry, he is not downfield. He's behind the 10-yard line. The pass is out to Riddick. Brzezinski comes into the inside, fights off the block, and makes the play. 4 yards. They can still get a first down here.
That's right. They can get it at the half-yard line. Just inside the 5, trailing 14-0. That's Reed in motion. Kelly looking. Across the middle. Incomplete. He had Riddick wide open, but he opted not to go to him. Instead, he went to Trumaine Johnson, and Blackwood got a hand in there and knocked the ball away.
That's an excellent play by Blackwood, but that ball was thrown to the outside instead of thrown to the inside. We'll take a look at it from the end zone. The blitz is on Kelly. Take a look where the ball is thrown. It's thrown a little bit to the outside, and Blackwood got inside and made the play.
Paul, did you see Riddick, though, waving his hands? He was wide open down there in the middle.
Yeah, you know, it's easy for you to say when you got all those people chasing you, pal.
All right, here's Scott Norwood. Attempting a 22-yard field goal and attempting to get the Bills on the board. A good drive for them. Unfortunately for the Bills, they couldn't get it into the end zone for 6. Can they settle for 3? It's blocked. Ball loose. Flag down 2. Picked up by Blackwood at the 20. He goes out to the 23-yard line. Doug Betters blocked it.
Better wait a minute now. That flag was awfully late. The reason I say late, boy, you hate to second guess it. I'm not going to. I would think more than anything else.
Illegal use of the hands
Holding
on the offense.
Yeah. Because the flag was so late, it couldn't have been offsides. It had to be against the Bills.
Illegal use of the hands on the offense. Declined. First down.
All right, let's take a look at it. Here it comes.
Who is it? The big man, Betters in the middle? 75.
Yes, I recognize his hand. There it is.
Are you crazy? Let's look at it from the end zone. Now we get a chance to see it. There's Betters, number 75, between the center and the guard. And he's going to go up in the air, and it is Betters. Betters gets a hand on the ball. Blackwood picks it up. The ball's at the 24.
All of that, and they get no points. 14-0 Miami leads. Jim Kelly took the Bills down the field. They had it first down and 10 just outside the Miami 10. And Leon Seals is in now for the Bills at a defensive end spot. But they couldn't get it in, and a 22-yard field goal is blocked. So here are the Dolphins at their own 24-yard line.
4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, 5 defensive backs again.
Coming to the near side, Bennett, and a cutback out over the 25 up to the 28-yard line. Tackle on the play was made by Eugene Marv. So they're mixing it in a little bit. Pass and run. Officially now, they're going to say that the rookie, John Boza, blocked the field goal and not Betters.
Unofficially, it was Betters.
Okay. That's the end of the first quarter. Dominated by Miami. And Buffalo fails to cash in on an opportunity. The Dolphins by 14. After one quarter, Jim Donovan along with Paul McGuire at Joe Robbie Stadium. Those are the numbers. And that tells you the Dolphins dominating time of possession, everything, and leading on the scoreboard 14-0.
The Buffalo Bills have had problems against the run. Of course, you got Marino throwing the ball. And the Miami Dolphins have had problems running the ball.
Second quarter, first play, second down. Hampton skipping through the hole up to the 30-yard line, so it will be third down and about 4 for them. Lawrence Johnson, the strong safety, comes up along with Eugene Marv and Leon Seals to make the tackle. Incidentally, in that Green Bay-Detroit game, Paul, that the Packers jumped out so far ahead, 21-0, a 70-yard pass from Mikowski to Stanley.
That's a Buffalo player. That's right. He's from Buffalo, New York.
Third down and 4 yards to go. Pruitt and Jensen into the Miami lineup now. And out of the shotgun. Marino ready to go. Oh, a lot of movement everywhere. Defense.
Foster move, number 61, the left guard.
Offense, and they'll get Foster. Let's see.
Ball start. Number 61, offense.
So instead of 3rd and 4, it will now become 3rd and 9. Paul, what kind of an effect does that have now on the Bills to drive so well and come away with nothing?
I don't think it's that much of an effect this early in the game because they know they can drive the ball. The important thing was that they could drive the ball down the field against the Miami Dolphins. Had they stopped them again at midfield or on the other side of the 50-yard line, yeah, it would have been a bad effect. Not when Kelly knows that he can throw the ball. He's got Metzelaars, he's got Reed, he's got Burkett, Ronnie Harmon. He's got a lot of people he can throw the ball to. He's not too worried.
3rd down and 9. He's got 2 wide receivers on both sides. He's got the rookie Troy Stratford into the lineup too. Long count. Out of the shotgun. And now he's looking. And he's going long for Clayton. Incomplete. Crowd wanted a flag, but actually the rookie Odoms had very good position that time.
Odoms ran step for step, and the other thing about it, that ball was not catchable. Clayton, I don't think, could have caught up with this ball. Marino just airs it out. They just had the 4-man rush, no blitz that time, and you see Odoms running step for step with Clayton. They're both going for the ball, and the ball was about 6 yards overthrown anyway, so he couldn't have gotten it.
Jeff Hayes is punting for the Dolphins for the injured Reggie Roby. He was injured in the opening game of the season against New England. And the lone safety back deep as the Bills almost block it is Ron Pitts, and he's running up, and he'll get pretty good yardage, too, right to midfield. They really went after Hayes and almost got him. Scott Nicholas, who was a replacement player, is in to make the tackle. There he is right there, a former University of Miami Hurricane. So the Bills get it back. They need points, down 14-0. For deck here at the brand-new Joe Robbie Stadium, and we widen out and show you this brand-new ballpark. Just beautiful.
They lied about the number of tickets sold. There's going to be an awful lot of no-shows because all that orange you see, that's empty seats.
And that green right in there, and that second deck. But it is a beautiful new home of the Dolphins. Jim Kelly brings the Buffalo Bills up with 13:37 left to go in the first half. They're right smack at the 50-yard line, and Kelly's right smack back to pass and overshoots Metzelaars at the Miami 45-yard line.
They covered Metzelaars that time, the Miami Dolphins did, with Ship, number 50, a linebacker.
Kelly waiting for the next play to come in. Marino has fired 2 touchdown passes on the Dolphins' first 2 drives of the game. 1 to Duper, 1 to Clayton, or 1 to Pruitt, rather. And it's 14-0. Buffalo has a blocked field goal. Harmon goes out wide to the top of the screen. And they have 2 wide receivers down at the bottom. On the left side, Jamie Mueller. Hugh Green chasing and knocks him down. And he got some help from Blackwood.
He may have had a knee injury, but it sure didn't slow down Hugh Green. He got to the outside on Mueller. Jamie Mueller that time. It looks like he's just fine. This is the first time he's ever worn a brace. And there's the brace that didn't seem to bother him. They went to his right, and that's his right leg that he has to drive off of, but he got to the outside and held it to a 3-yard gain.
3rd down and long yardage. Miami knows that, so they bring in the extra defensive back, Don McNeil. Scott Nicholas comes in at a linebacker spot, and Kelly's back on 3rd down and 7. Trumaine Johnson into the Bills lineup at a wide receiver. Kelly down the middle in traffic. It's incomplete at the 40-yard line as he was looking for Johnson. Renee Thompson knocked the ball away.
What a great play by Thompson. You know, when you take a look at Trumaine Johnson, now here's a guy out of the USFL, and look at Trumaine. But take a look at Thompson, 24, right there on his back. The ball is in the air, no contact. Take a look at the hands. It just gets his hand in there and knocks the ball away. That's super coverage.
John Kidd will punt it away. He has not punted the ball so far in the first 2 games that he punted it into the end zone. This is short. Oh, bounces away at the 20 and out of bounds. Blackwood had it bounce away, or rather Bud Brown had it bounce away, and it didn't hit him, and it squirted away out of bounds at the 17-yard line.
Take a look at Brown here. This ball, now that's questionable. From that angle, it looked like it did hit him, but the ball, when you get a bounce, you get a bounce. It's 14-0 Miami. We'll be back.
Today's game is brought to you by Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately? By the Kellogg Company, makers of Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, Tony's Flakes of Corn with a sweet frosting. And by new Prestone Advanced Formula, the antifreeze that guarantees your radiator.
Back at Joe Robbie Stadium. 14-0 Miami Dolphins. Jim Donovan and Paul McGuire with you, and Dan Marino handing off here in the second quarter to Lorenzo Hampton, who's been busy this afternoon. And he slants off the left side and gets out to the 20-yard line. Tackle made by Scott Radisick, who just checked into the lineup.
Got a good block in the middle there on Eugene Marv by Woody Bennett, the fullback. You know, they don't carry the ball that much here in Miami, the fullbacks, but they do an awful lot of blocking.
Clayton and Hampton coming out of the lineup now. Hampton has 9 rushes for 37 yards. Pruitt to the top of the screen. He has a touchdown grab today. Lining up against him is Derek Burrows. Duper down at the bottom. Back split in the backfield. 2nd and 6. Marino flaring it out. Cutting through. That's the rookie Stratford. What he does well, he's got great hands, and he brings it out over the 30-yard line, and that's a first down. Nate Odoms finally brought him down.
You know, Dwight Stevenson is probably one of the best centers in the National Football League, but when you take a look on the outside on Eugene Marv, number 54, the wonder is he holding or not? The block was made back there. There goes Stratford picking up the first down, but Dwight Stevenson, I had to believe, was holding Eugene Marv.
That was a 12-yard pass play and a first down. And Buffalo setting up defensively now. 3-man front. Again, they run the football, and again, Hampton bangs out for good yardage. They are chipping away. Giesler got a great block in there, and Hampton went through the hole, and he's up near a first down over the 40-yard line.
You're looking at a situation almost, Jimmy, where the Buffalo Bills defense may be a little bit confused, thinking, well, he's going to throw the ball. He's been throwing it so successfully. Didn't run it very well, only had 41 yards in the first quarter, but all of a sudden now he's starting to run the football, and what's going to happen, if you start thinking run, Marino's going to start throwing.
A reminder, we'll be selecting the Budweiser Most Valuable Player for today's game at the conclusion of the ball game. 2nd down, and he can really play with this. 2nd down and about 1. And he's going to play with it. Marino fires, wide open. Stratford, where's he going to go? What a great move to the 45. Do I want to go right, left? No, I'll go up the middle.
You know what he had? He had 3 linebackers there, Marv, Bentley, and Talley. And you got to see the move he made. It was absolutely gorgeous. Here comes the play. Marino knows he can go deep if it's there, but we only have to pick up a couple for the first down. Here they go. There's Marv, 54. He goes left. Watch this. Here comes Bentley. He goes over Marv. Talley goes to the ground. Kelso, he's left there with his shoes stuck in the grass, and it's a first down.
13 yards the hard way, but a lot of great hip moves there, and head fakes and everything, and great field position too. First down. The play action fake and the wobbling pass. Looks like somebody must have got a hand on that one. Duper was the intended receiver. Talley was there.
Talley was on the outside, playing the wide outside, and he might have gotten his hands on the play. I know that all those linebackers got to be a little bit upset after that last play.
It is 14-0 here. Now let's check and see what else is going on around the NFL today. The Skins jump out on a Schroeder touchdown pass. Tampa Bay now leads the Bears 20-0. In that AFC Eastern Division, you're watching New England and Indianapolis today, and the Patriots have the early jump. 2nd down and 10. Marino's 9 for 14 so far for 126 yards, and they run the right side this time and get short yardage. Finishing out, as we keep you up to date on what's going on in the first half of most of these ball games, just like ours. Houston and Atlanta tied up, and the Packers winning big over the Lions. 3rd down now in long yardage. There's Marv Levy. 3rd down and long. You got to know what Marino's going to do. Now, can that man figure out if his defense can shut it down?
All right, now we're back to, we got 2, 4, 6 defensive backs.
That's the way to do it.
6 defensive backs, 1 lineman, or 1 linebacker, and 4 defensive linemen.
3rd and 8. There he goes. Pretty good rush by Seals, but he didn't get there in time. Duper's got it. First down at the 25-yard line. Seals got in there, but he was just a fraction late, and Marino makes you pay for that.
You know, the thing about it is that he picks out the only guy that's one-on-one coverage, and that's Davis, number 21, that was just activated. Take a look at Duper. Marino finds the one man that's one-on-one. You've got 6 defensive backs, and here's Duper. Davis misses the tackle. Kelso comes in just to make sure he's down. But that shows you the great quarterback and looking over the defense. He has time. You have confidence in your offensive line. The defense really not getting there. Seals goes off.
I think he might be frustrated more than anything else. He was face down. He almost had Marino, or at least a piece of him, but then that quick gun got rid of it, and 17 yards was the end result. And a first down. Miami knocking on the door again, already up 14-0 on 2 Marino touchdown passes. Clayton in motion from the Buffalo 25. Stratford. He runs high in the hole, but doesn't get too much off the right side. But, you know, they're just keeping everybody honest. They really have the Buffalo defense on their heels and guessing now.
Well, first of all, they know one thing, that they're in field goal position anyway with Fuad Reves. So that's not a problem. And they're running the ball, picking up 4 and 5. That time they picked up, what, 2, 2.5? And you always have Marino to throw whenever he feels like it.
Injury report from the Bills sideline. Sean McNanny, their starting defensive end, has a shoulder injury, and he's out. Will not be back. 2nd down and 8. Marino back. Plenty of time. Oh, wide open Stratford, and another good move, and it's 1st and goal inside the 5. Kelso brought him down.
Somebody blew the coverage, and I don't know if it's Eugene Marv or not, number 54, but he has to be the guy trailing. Take a look at, you're going to see Stratford coming down the middle. Pass protection is beautiful. Now, on the right of your screen, that's Eugene Marv's shadow that you're seeing. Kelso comes in to make the play. Troy Stratford almost got by him. See, here comes Marv now. But I just can't believe that this linebacker, look at the left of your screen, Marv is the guy that's covering him man-to-man. I just can't believe that's true.
1st and goal at the 2. Bennett and Davenport set up in the backfield. Marino fakes, looks, fires, touchdown, Hardy.
You know, you only said looks twice. You could have said it maybe 6 or 7 times, Jimmy. He had all that time, Marino had all that time to throw the football and just waited for Hardy to get off the line. Take a look at it. Play action. Now look at the time Marino has. Swirlis is double right there, and they finally wait for Hardy to break free. He's in there for the touchdown.
It goes down as a 2-yard touchdown pass. Marino's 3rd of the day. He had 6 in the first 2 games. He's got half of that already, and we're not through the first half here. He now has 9 on the season. Reves is 2 for 2.
I got to believe that he has a bonus in his contract for 40 touchdowns a year.
Okay, the Bills jump. Let's see if they were drawn off. Seals came across quickly. Smurlis moved a little bit too.
Is this one of those penalties they use on the kickoff?
Encroachment. Defense will enforce it on the kickoff.
Yeah. Thanks, Pat. Thank you, Patty.
So here we go again. See if Reves can get it off.
Marino's 9 touchdowns, 3 in each of the first 3 games. There's 6 minutes and 27 seconds left to go here in the second period.
20-0 to make it 21, and Reves does. Well, for the Bills, there's plenty of time left, but they better get it going and find a way to shut down Marino. It is 21-0 Miami. The 3rd Miami touchdown drive looks like this. 6:09 it took. A nice catch by Hardy, and a lot of good passing by Marino.
And some great running by Troy Stratford. That'll make the highlight film. I think that little dump pass that he picks up, what, 13 or 14 on?
As 3 Bills reached, and there was nothing. Reves tees it up. Back deep, they have 3 Bills back deep. There they are stretched across. Tasker, Riddick, and Mueller stretched across the end zone line. 21-0 here at Joe Robbie Stadium. The Dolphins looking good. Buffalo trying to get started. And 2 yards deep, Rob Riddick will try and get the engine going. Short of the 20-yard line, out to the 18-yard line, and that's where Buffalo will go. Let's go to New York now for an NFL update. Here's Bob Costas.
Okay, Jim, Washington is in front of the Jets. Jerry Holmes badly beaten on this pass from Jay Schrader to Gary Clark that covers 20 yards. Early in the second quarter, it's 7-0. Redskins. Hey, Donovan, how does it feel having to carry McGuire?
Bob, 21-0 here. Miami leading over the Bills as Jim Kelly gets the Buffalo offense out on the field at their own 18-yard line. Fires across the middle, and Ronnie Harmon's got it. Oh, he's backing up a little bit and loses a couple of yards after he made the initial catch, but he's out to the 25. Hugh Green made the tackle.
They're splitting Ronnie Harmon to the outside, and Kelly just has a great delivery. He's looking at Harmon all the way, and look at that ball. Perfect. Right into the hands of Harmon. When you say retreated, he was forced to retreat a little bit because of a guy by the name of Blackwood.
Picked up 7 on the play. And they give it off now to Jamie Mueller. And Mueller goes off the left side out to the 30-yard line. Hugh Green on the tackle, along with the nose tackle, Brian Soche.
Jamie Mueller is such a great story. Went to Benedictine College. And when he came to the Buffalo Bills training camp, Jimmy, they handed him a playbook. And he said, "What's this?" He had never seen a playbook before.
That really says it all. 15 first downs to only 3 for Buffalo. Harmon is split out wide again. So the Bills looking for a first down now. Kelly throws, and Metzelaars catches, and he should have the first down.
You know, people say, well, why isn't he going deep? Well, Miami's not giving you deep. And what Kelly is doing right now is getting some confidence back in his offense, throwing the short passes, the 6-yard passes, the 9-yard passes. That was a 9-yard pass to Metzelaars, a big target, good hands. And Miami's going to let you have that. Then all of a sudden, when they move up, Kelly will go deep.
2nd down and 1. Andre Reed goes to the top of the screen. Kelly, not a bad day. 6 for 9, 79 yards. Riddick to the 40.
Oh.
And popped right there at the 40-yard line.
That's first down.
Boza was in on the tackle, and Brzezinski was there too. And they have another first down. So they're chewing it up just a little bit, starting to move the ball out near the 41. Riddick now splits out. He goes out wide. Mueller's the only back in the backfield. It's Reed and Burkett to the bottom of the screen. First down. Kelly being chased by Turner and Soche, and they get him at the 42. Mark Brown finally brought him down.
Kelly that time was looking for Rob Riddick coming across the middle, but just as he was ready to throw, and shows you the poise of Kelly, he saw Ship, the linebacker, 50, get right in line. That ball would have been either tipped or picked off, so he decided to take it down and run. And that's what I'm talking about. If you blitz him, you better leave someone along the line of scrimmage, because he will run with the football.
At the 42-yard line, a gain of 1 for Kelly. 2nd and 9. Harmon comes out in motion and is a wideout. Kelly. Now, lots of time. Throwing, tipped, and almost intercepted at the 50-yard line. Judson almost got him, but they're going to get the Dolphins for interference. And it was Hugh Green.
Well, that flag either got stuck in his pocket or it was a little bit late coming out. But they had 2 guys on Boza that time, and Boza just kept fighting through and almost got to Kelly. Got a hand on him, but Kelly stayed in there. And that shows you the poise of Kelly. Take a look. Boza is to the left of your screen, number 97. He stayed there. Kelly waited.
Number 55, first down.
You know, the only thing that we can't see from that replay is, did he have his right hand on the back of Reed? If he did, that's pass interference. But the left hand was there going for the ball.
Yeah, because right there, that looked pretty clean. It's a first down after the penalty. And Buffalo marching now, started at their own 18. Kelly looking again, and he's got Burkett, and he makes a great catch with another flag. Did Burkett push off, though?
Yes, he did. It's going to be offensive pass interference. I got to believe that.
Kelly will wait the verdict.
One of 2 things. It was either called earlier where it had been defensive holding or offensive pass interference, and it's got to be against Burkett. Good call.
So just when they get it going a little bit, there's Marv Levy. He just can't understand it. Just when they got it going a little bit, and that would have been their biggest play.
Offensive pass interference, number 85. Still first down.
All right, take a look. Now, you've got one man just playing center field for Miami. Now, you take a look on the top of your screen to the right. You're going to see Burkett. And right there, he pushes off the defensive man, and this is where the flag is thrown, right there.
First down now. They redo it again. And long yardage. 1st and 20. Kelly getting good time. Across the middle, the ball is snapped down by Ronnie Harmon out at the 40-yard line. Mark Brown, and we're calling his name a lot today. He makes the cover on Harmon.
When you look at this play here, again, you know, people sit there and they say, well, why don't you go deeper downfield? They were penalized 10 yards. What Kelly was trying to do is let's get at least part of that 10 yards back, or all of it if we can. Take that little short pass, which they're giving us. Maybe Harmon can break it and pick up 10 to 12. Now you're looking at 2nd down and 8, but he only got, what, about 5.
Over 200 yards total offense. Less than 100 for the Bills. And another pretty good catch by Burkett, and there's no flag on this one. He wasn't near anybody. All right, let's go to Bob Costas again in New York for an NFL update.
All right, in Pittsburgh, the Steelers have the blitz on. Boomer Esiason manages to get free long enough to flip this one to Mike Martin, and watch what Martin does as he sifts his way through a horde of tacklers and into the end zone. The Bengals lead 14-3 after the 41-yard play.
We're at the 2-minute warning. 21-0. Miami in the lead. 2 minutes left to go in the first half, and the Bills are trying to cash it in just before the half. They trail big, 21-0. Back at Joe Robbie Stadium. 2:07 now left.
Well,
to go
we're at the 2-minute and 7-second warning. we got the 2-minute warning, and all of a sudden they put 7 seconds back on the clock, and we're not sure if someone took a timeout or if the officials did it or if this actually is the 2-minute warning.
2:07 left to go, so this should be the play that leads us up to that 2-minute warning. Reed in motion. Kelly passing, and Burkett cleared out across the middle. He's got it. He's got a first down to the Miami 40-yard line, and down at his ankles is Judson, bringing him down. Now there is 1:59 remaining here in the first half. You've got your 2-minute warning.
No, we got the 1:59.
And the numbers. Miami leading 21-0 over the Bills. And remember that message. Jim Donovan along with Paul McGuire back at Joe Robbie Stadium in Miami, where the Dolphins have had a big first half and lead 21-0, just under 2 minutes to go in the first half. 1:59. Kelly back to pass, trying to get the Bills on the board for Harmon. Knocked away. And a good defensive play by Bud Brown to get up there and knock it away as Harmon was stretching out, ready to make the catch at the 5.
Boy, this secondary played deep. They took Bud Brown, number 43, and put him deep. And watch what he does. Just watch his reaction. Here he comes down. He's on the 20-yard line right now. He sees Harmon, reads Kelly going to Harmon. He knows he's covered short. He just goes up and knocks the ball away. Great play by the defense.
Before that incompletion, Kelly had completed 5 of his last 6. 43 yards. It's a good drive so far. It started back on their own 18-yard line. But they'd love to get it in before the half. 1:53 to go in the first half. Both teams have full complement of 3 timeouts left. They're running it. Riddick with blocking inside the 35, near the 30, and near a first down. Don McNeil made the tackle.
The guy that made a great play was McNeil. He saw the running play, and they had blockers out in front of Riddick, and all McNeil wanted to do was wait until he got some help. He got his arm in there and made the play. You watch that handoff to Riddick to the other side. Now they're running. They've got blockers out in front. There's Vogler. And watch number 28. He fights off the block. At that point, comes back McNeil and makes the tackle and saves him from getting a first down.
Clock is running. 1:18 to go in the half. They opted not to take a timeout, and an incompletion and a late flag as they throw the flag down on Renee Thompson as he was all over Trumaine Johnson, but it came from way in back of the end zone.
You know, that is a great throw by the official. The back judge is Banks Williams, and he threw the ball from the goal line, or threw the flag from the goal line.
Interference, number 24.
All the way up to the 27-yard line. Great toss.
Oh, you mean arm-wise, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, for the official. That's Thompson. But I don't know if we're going to see this flag come flying, but it was beautiful. Now, there's the play. It looked like Thompson had a pretty good play on the ball, but that flag was thrown from the end zone all the way to the 27, which is a 27-yard toss by the official. and no one caught it.
Thompson at first thought he had gotten away with it, and then, as Paul said, that long distance flag came in. First down after the penalty, and that's Burkett open at the 20. Trying to get out of bounds. At the 21, there's a fumble, but they're going to rule that Burkett was down, so no fumble. William Judson picked it up. Here's the ruling by Pat Haggerty.
The ground cannot cause a fumble.
Buffalo, number 1.
That's a timeout by Buffalo. But look at the poise of Kelly. He's just sitting there waiting, and all of a sudden he sees Burkett coming across. What Burkett is trying to do, once he's hit on the inside, he's trying to get out of bounds, and when the ball hits the ground, it comes out. No fumble. Great play by the defense, just keeping him in bounds and forcing Buffalo to take their first time out.
2 left, and the ball is at the 16-yard line. They'll have a second down and short yardage to go as Kelly talks it over there in the Buffalo sideline.
Here's an area, and I know Miami's aware of it, and everybody else is aware of it, where Kelly likes, if he finds Harmon one-on-one, he's going to go to him.
Don Shula, I think they just showed the replay of that play up on the scoreboard, and he's hot. He got a chance to say it. He thought that William Judson indeed had the fumble and had picked up the ball and had that sideline, too.
No. The ground cannot cause a fumble. You remember that rule?
That's right.
It's the old ground fumble rule. Here it comes. Take a look. All of a sudden, Burkett's going down. Right here. The ball's in his hand. He's reaching out, and he hits the ball on the ground. No fumble. Kelly here will, if Harmon's one-on-one, he'll go to Harmon. If not, and he's not worried about really going into the end zone because they do have 2 timeouts left, and there's 1 minute and 3 to play.
Second down and 1. Looking for their first score and points at the half. And as Paul said, it was to Harmon, but he let him just a little bit too much, and it's incomplete.
Well, he was covered. Don McNeil, number 28, was on Harmon. Kelly was looking to the end zone. Tremendous coverage by the defensive secondary of Miami. There wasn't a man open in the end zone or even near the end zone, and it was a little outlet play to Harmon, catching him one-on-one. Harmon out.
So that usually means they bring in Rob Riddick, and indeed they do. They've got a couple of tight ends in, Metzelars and Butch Roll.
And they've got the guard, Trainowitz, number 62, playing tight end.
Here's Riddick over the top to get the first down, and he's got that one. Down to the 18-yard line, or excuse me, the 13-yard line, and that's a first down for the Bills. The drive continues. The clock is also continuing with 45 left to go in the first half, and Kelly calls the timeout. And the Bills have 1 remaining. So we'll see if they can put it in when we come back. 42 seconds to go in the half, and the Bills need a score. 42 seconds left in the half, and they desperately need a score, and it would really help them going into the locker room at halftime. Kelly looking, plenty of time. He's running out of time, and he goes down.
Kraft, number 58, the linebacker.
And Brian Soche got in there too, but Rick Kraft got in there, the rookie out of Wisconsin.
And the clock is running. Buffalo only has 1 timeout, so they're going to have to go from the ball.
The ball is back over the 25 out to the 27-yard line. They got 3 wideouts on the top of your screen to the left. Kelly looking, firing. Ooh, in heavy traffic. Burkett makes the catch and gets down to the 25 for just a couple of yards on that play to the 24. Buffalo looks a little disorganized right now with 9 seconds to go in the half.
Kelly's limping.
And he is really limping now as he struggles to get over to the Bills sideline. Looks like his right ankle. T.J. Turner was in on him, the left defensive end. Now the Bills are out of timeouts, as you see. 6 seconds to go in the half. And it's 21-0 Dolphins.
Jimmy, and when I looked at that pass pattern, I know he called it from the shotgun position, but you had, like, Riddick and Reed. All right, take a look on the top side of your screen. Watch how close everyone is together. Now, Riddick's going to come across the field. Trumaine is on the outside. Reed goes across. Now, here comes Burkett, 85 underneath. Trumaine Johnson is also there. And you throw the ball short, which, number 1, you can't get out of bounds, and number 2, you have to take a timeout. Here it comes. There's Burkett coming across underneath. Now, the ball is thrown about 15 yards inside the out-of-bounds marker, but there's a shot there on Burkett. No way to get him. That's Graff again, number 58. He can't get out of bounds. You have to take a timeout. Now they'll go for a field goal. And there's Marv Levy, and he is not happy.
Now they were thinking about running one more. Kelly looked like he wanted to run one more play, but instead they'll go for the field goal. And remember, Norwood had his first and only attempt this afternoon blocked
by Boza and Betters.
This is a 42-yard field goal attempt. A lot longer than attempt number 1. Out of the hold of John Kidd just before the half. And it just got through. A 42-yard field goal with 1 second to go in the half. And Scott Norwood has the Bills on the board. It's now 21-3 Miami. They huddle up on the special teams for the Bills. Another long drive by Buffalo. And of course, the thing you have to wonder about right now is Jim Kelly and his ankle as he limped off after that last drive with 6 seconds left. He left the field limping after T.J. Turner had hit him on a pass play. And there he is right now. Looks okay.
I'm going to tell you, don't worry about him. He's coming back. The only way he will not come back on that field, if that thing's broken, and in a halftime to 15 minutes, if he can find a cast strong enough to hold it, he'll come out and play with a broken leg. This is a tremendous competitor.
Now, what kind of day is that for him so far?
It's a terrific day for him because what he is doing, he's taking what Miami's giving him. He hadn't been able to go deep with the ball. Miami's giving him the short stuff, and he's taking that. Remember the first series of downs, he didn't come out throwing until on third down and long. So he'll put some things together. You're not going to keep him in the locker room, that's for sure.
Norwood will kick it away, and with 1 second left to go, let's see what he does with the kick. He just sends it right down the middle of the field. The Bills tight end the Dolphins tight end Bruce Hardy picks it up. He runs it up the middle of the field, and that is the end of the first half here at Joe Robbie Stadium. And the Miami Dolphins have a big first half, namely Dan Marino with 3 touchdown passes, and they leave the field as Marv Levy brings his Bills into the locker room at halftime, trailing 21-3. NFL live halftime activities will continue in a moment. We'll be right back after these messages from your local station. Back at Joe Robbie Stadium, Jim Donovan and Paul McGuire. And if you were wondering if the offense would be stale after 4 weeks kind of working out by yourselves, not so at all, at least on the Miami side.
The Miami Dolphins have been working out, and Shula said to us, we sent him some stuff that they should work on, and he said they told us they were working out, and obviously the players did not lie to their head coach.
Dan Marino on fire in the first half. 3 touchdown passes in 28 games so far, and really still his short career. He has thrown 3 or more touchdown passes. He already has them here this afternoon.
Well, this will be an or more game.
I think so.
It's got to look that way. But you got to look at Miami's offense and what they're doing. Not only is he throwing the ball whenever he really wants to and taking the short stuff and setting up the long stuff, but he's running the ball. And they've got Buffalo totally off balance defensively. And again, we have to look and see about Kelly. We know he's going to come back and play. They'll tape up his ankle. Kelly got hurt just before the end of the half. The Buffalo Bills just don't seem to be on track doing anything. They're not reading properly as far as the receivers coming out, reading zone, reading man-to-man. And when the Buffalo Bills spread it out and they put 5 receivers out, you see Miami going man-to-man. They're only doubling up on one person, and they can't find the single guys that are open.
Well, the numbers should tell you the dominance of the Miami Dolphins, and let's take a look at the first half statistics, and here they are. Yards passing, not a huge difference there. The Dolphins with more, Buffalo throwing an awful lot. Total yards, time of possession, 3 touchdown passes as Marino got it in there, and a couple of times Buffalo didn't get it in there.
I think one of the keys when you take a look at the stats, Jimmy, no turnovers. And for Buffalo to get back in this game, obviously they have to score. But I think they're going to have to get the ball back from Miami, cause a turnover, interception, fumble, do something to get the ball back. Because when Miami has the football, they just march down the field with it and score.
They came out, they won the toss, and they went right down the field. Marino has 3 touchdown passes. Let's take a look at number 1 as we show it to you right now. There's Marino firing and wide open across the middle as they just picked apart the Bills' young secondary right away as Duper made the touchdown catch. Now, number 3 was on first down and goal from the 2-yard line. Marino went back. Here's the play-action fake to Davenport, and he had a lot of time, and he looked and then rifled that BB right in there to Bruce Hardy, and Hardy made the touchdown catch.
Well, when you have that much time, you're going to find somebody open. Actually, what happened on that 3rd touchdown, Hardy was blocking along the line of scrimmage, because when you saw it later on, there were 2 linebackers sitting there with him. Talley happened to be one of them. When you have that much time, you'll just sit back there and wait until somebody comes open.
Jim Kelly drove the Bills a couple of times in the first half, but both times, as I said, he couldn't get them into the end zone. He looks okay, and as we said, with 6 seconds left to go in the first half, Kelly limped off the field after a Bills fine drive from their own 18-yard line down deep into Miami territory was exhausted, and they couldn't put it into the end zone, and they settled for a Norwood field goal. They also had a Norwood field goal blocked. And you know, another thing, Paul, let's credit that Miami defense, and that secondary, which was really hearing it from the fans. There was a radio talk show during the week that voted, we'll keep the replacement secondary rather than the regular Dolphins secondary, but they have really done a fine job so far in the first half.
There's Marino, and again, if they score a couple of quick touchdowns in Buffalo, they do not put any points on the board. We will probably see Marino out of there, but you know, he's got a chance to throw 5 or 6 touchdowns today. The way the defense, you've got it again. We looked at it. We talked at the beginning, Jimmy. If you blitz him, you go into man coverage. Then he finds the man that's open to single coverage, and he kills you. If you don't blitz him, now he's got plenty of time. With a 3-man rush, you can't get to him. You've got to have at least 4 people going after him. The offensive line for the Miami Dolphins playing superb football in the first half.
Buffalo will get the ball back to start the second half. And there is Fuad Revez. Strictly extra points so far today. Hasn't had to kick the field goal. And as they did in the first half, the Bills stretch out 3 return men across the end zone line. Mueller, Riddick, and Steve Tasker here at Joe Robbie Stadium. 21-3 at the end of the first half. Miami looking to go 3-3. The Bills are 2-3. Both teams 2-3 coming in. It's Riddick to start the second half. And he goes out over the 30-yard line. There's a loose ball. And let's see, was he ruled down?
Yes.
Scott Nicholas getting up off the pile, and Don McNeil. And the ball is out at the 31-yard line.
Jimmy, every possession that you have the ball offensively is a crucial situation, but when you are down 21-3 coming back in the second half, the most important thing the Buffalo Bills have to do, whether they get 7 on the board or only 3 on the board, they've got to be able to move the ball down the field to get that confidence back in their offense. They were moving the ball at the end of the second half. They have to carry that over.
They came up to the line of scrimmage and are whistled back. In the backfield, they will show Rob Riddick and Carl Byram. Byram being the fullback.
They're looking to see if in fact that was a fumble.
So they'll check out that replay and see what happened. Riddick was the man that brought the ball back. Pat Haggerty talking with the officials, waiting for that decision.
All right, let's take a look at Riddick, number 40, with the ball.
The ball was ruled a fumble, but the whistle blew. The ball is dead. Belongs to the offensive team.
It is a fumble. That's the great cover part of that rule. Now, the ground can't cause a fumble, but if the ground doesn't cause a fumble, you also have the quick whistle rule, which also takes the ball away from the defense. They've got 2 of those rules. I like the way they back themselves up. Don't blow the whistle until you're sure.
So Buffalo dodges a bullet there, and on 1st and 10, Kelly knows he needs 18 points to tie, and he's going long for Riddick, and that's up for grabs, and it's knocked down incomplete. Langford and Riddick played volleyball with that one.
Boy, there's one where Kelly just hung it out to dry, and there was Langford there waiting. See, Kelly has plenty of time to throw the football. No pressure on him. Riddick is covered. Langford is there, also getting help on the inside by Brown. But no good.
2nd and 10. Burkett is out wide left. Reed is out to the right. Kelly looking. Pump fakes. Throws. The tight end is open. Metzelaars. And he'll get a first down over the 40 up to the 43. Jackie Shipp brings him down.
Well, look at the Miami secondary. That time Kelly was looking to the top side for Burkett, and he's also had the 2 wide receivers, Burkett and Reed, running post patterns. And Kelly looked over here. This is later on. He looked over there. They were both covered because the linebackers got outside, and there's the big man Metzelars, hits him for the first down.
2 wide receivers down at the bottom of the screen, and that's Ronnie Harmon at the top. And he's looking Harmon's way. Oh, he couldn't hang on at the 47-yard line. It was a little high, but what do you think? Looks like he should have been able to bring it down.
Oh, Blackwood fell down, and the ball hit Harmon in the hands. If the ball's lower, and Blackwood actually came out of his shoe. You'll watch Blackwood. It's on the top of the screen. Now, Harmon's going to break to the outside. Blackwood slips and goes down. Here goes his shoe. It's not a fumble. That's a shoe. If he hits Harmon quicker with the ball and lower, it might have been touchdown.
That's right. He had the sideline to go. 2nd down and 10 after the incompleted pass. Harmon and Byram in the backfield. And Harmon has to finally get set down. Reed in motion. Kelly down the middle, and it's Metzelars again. There's a flag down as he catches and brings it inside Miami territory to the 49. In on the tackle was Mark Brown and Jackie Shipp, and it looks like Brown's injured as he gets up slowly.
Penalties against Buffalo.
Legal motion, number 33, offense.
Yeah, Harmon was really having problems finding out what the play was, and Byram was trying to tell him, get set down, and he didn't in time.
And Pete Metzelars is going to be a little bit sore. Every time they're throwing to Metzelars, they're throwing that little short dump pass to him over the middle, and there are always 2 linebackers there whacking him. That's a tough place to catch the ball. Pete's a tough kid.
2nd down and 15. 13:48 to go, 3rd quarter. Buffalo first possession of the 2nd half. They trail 21-3 as Andre Reed comes in motion. Kelly, with the blitz on, he delivers the ball down the middle, and let's see if Burkett has it. A good catch inside the 45 down to the 43-yard line, and how Kelly ever got it off, I'll never know.
Kelly I told you before, here's a guy that'll sit there and he'll wait and he'll wait and he'll wait, and he did for Burkett. Burkett ran down about 12 yards and finally started coming across the middle. See him at the top side of your screen? Now watch Burkett, and I think it's Judson is on the corner covering him. Watch, he comes underneath. Look at how far he comes across until the ball is there, and then he hits him right where no one else can get the ball. The defender didn't have a chance. Burkett's the only one that could catch it.
The guy that Kelly ended up in the grasp of was John Boza. The rookie got in there and really nailed him. It's a 1st down for the Bills inside the Miami 45-yard line, up close to the 43, as Kelly's numbers improve here at the start of the 2nd half. Harmon will come out as a wide receiver now. And again, it's Reed and Burkett going to the same side. One back in the backfield, Byram. Miami setting up defensively, playing the run this time, and they wrap up Byram right away. Jackie Shipp got him right away as he came across the line and brought him down.
So much for the running game. Now let's go back to throwing the football.
And Rob Riddick will check in. Harmon comes out. Kelly looks to the sideline for the play. No gain, really, on the last play. They call it 2nd down and 10. Right at the Miami 43-yard line. Passing situation. Riddick goes in a slot on the left side, and Metzelars is over there on that side, too, the tight end. Here's Kelly stepping up with room to run, too. At the 40, 35. Takes a big hit from behind as he goes down at the 32-yard line. That was Boza chasing him.
Don't you just love it? He goes off before the half, limping. Looked like, well, can I get back in or not? Comes back and take a look at Kelly. I told you about running. If you're going to come after him, you better leave someone along the line of scrimmage to stop him. And here goes Kelly. Brzezinski missed the tackle. And here's Kelly going down to pick up the 1st down. He doesn't like to slide.
No. He went down hard. Boza chasing him down, puts him down, and Boza checks out along with T.J. Turner. They come out of the Dolphin defense. It's a 1st down for Buffalo as the drive continues. Reed in motion. 1st down, Riddick looking for a block inside the 30. And he goes down to the 28-yard line. Blackwood makes the tackle along with Brzezinski.
Riddick has been mainly used as a receiver. Now we're going to see him as a runner. And Rob Riddick, if he could break it through that hole, he's got pretty good speed. He's got Byram in front of him. There's Richard pulling out the guard. Byram just does not put Brzezinski, number 59, on the ground. If he had done that, Riddick might have had a hole.
So it is second down. Second down and 5. 11:05, clock running, third quarter. Inside the 30 at the 27 of Miami.
Out.
They're going to get him. They're going to get him. They got him.
Doug Betters.
Yeah, Doug Betters was in there. And he had him. Kelly looked for a second like he was going to get away. And then Betters finally put the finishing touch on him. And Brzezinski helped out.
Betters, they just don't block Betters. Watch Betters. He's on Vogler. He makes a move to the outside, goes back to the inside. Vogler missed him totally. Betters is there. Brzezinski is also there. Kelly goes down. And that's only, what's that, about a 3-yard loss?
Third down at 14 now, setting up a big third down play for the Bills to keep the drive going. Trumaine Johnson checked in. Harmon's in. They've got 5 receivers as Kelly's all alone in the backfield. He's away. He's got a great arm. He fires it to Harmon. Needs a move. Trying to get to the outside. And out at the 25-yard line. Chased out by Judson.
You know, Judson does a great thing at the end of this. He doesn't commit himself and makes sure that Harmon goes out. Now, watch Kelly. He's going to find someone. He knows that he's got Harmon as the outlet man, and he dumps it back to him. But Harmon's going to get an excellent block right here on Langford. Just not a tough block, but enough to get Harmon back to the outside. And now they're going to have to kick a field goal.
The spot will be at the 34, 44-yard field goal. He's 1 out of 2. He had 1 block. Scott Norwood tries his 3rd field goal of the day. He connected from 42 right before the half. John Kidd to hold. And he missed.
Oh.
He missed it. He's 1 for 3.
When you talk about things that hurt a team, that hurts it. Go.
So they'll try and do it defensively and get the ball back. Miami's first up when we come back.
Today's game is brought to you by Subaru, by Coors and Coors Light, beers with a difference worth tasting, and by IBM.
From Joe Robbie Stadium in Miami, Jim Donovan and Paul McGuire watching this man throw 3 touchdown passes in the first half. Dan Marino, and the Dolphins lead 21-3. And a guy who ran pretty well in the first half, Lorenzo Hampton, gets the first play for Miami offensively here in the second half and gets a couple of yards to the right side. Tackle on the play made by the rookie Shane Conlon.
Here comes Pruitt. Out goes Clayton.
Pruitt was the recipient of one of those touchdown passes in the first half. A 25-yard strike. Second down and 7. 9:49 left to go. Third quarter. Back split in the backfield. Here's Marino. Oh, and Duper's just wide open. Up near the first down. Over the 35. Near the 36-yard line. And again, they went to the rookie side, Nate Odoms.
You know, Freddie Smirlis is having such a tough time because they are double covering. First of all, you're playing over the best, probably the best center in the National Football League, Dwight Stevenson, and then they get doubled by Foster or Toth on the other side. Here's Smirlis. Watch 76. He's on Stevenson, and then Toth is there also to block him, and then he gets bumped by Foster, and they knock him to his knees. That's 3 people banging on you, and it's very tough, Jimmy, to even get close to a quarterback.
They are close enough to a first down that they bring the chain in and they'll measure. Dan Marino looking over there, checking out the measurement. And Pat Haggerty says about 6 inches shy. It will be 3rd and less than 1. Checking into the lineup is a replacement player on the active roster today, David Lewis at tight end.
3 tight ends in the game. Williams, Hardy, and Lewis.
Boy, that has to be discouraging for the Bills as they move the ball down the field very well, starting off the second half, and come away with nothing again.
Would you quarterback sneak with Marino?
No.
I wouldn't either.
3rd down. Inches. That's Lewis in motion, one of those tight ends. Ooh, close.
I don't think he made it.
Hampton.
I don't think he made it.
He had to get over the 35. He looked as though he lost a couple of inches, that is.
Conlon was there. Leon Seals, number 96, was there.
Well, Bruce Smith is saying no, they didn't get it. No measurement needed at all. And so they took Bruce's word. And that's the best defensive play for Buffalo so far here in the game.
All right, 34 is Bennett going in. He didn't hit anyone. Shane Conlon is the guy that first makes the contact. Leon Seals is on the bottom, but Conlon got through, made the play.
That's Jeff Hayes. He'll punt it away. Only his second punt of the afternoon.
Remember the first one they went after. They may be going after this one. It looks like they are.
Ron Pitts stands back inside his 30. Here they come after Hayes, and Riddick almost got to him, but Hayes got it away. Now, let's see what Pitts can do. Nothing. Tried to get to the outside, and Kolick was down there to make the tackle. Larry Kolick, the linebacker out of Ohio State, came down and slammed him down, so Pitts went no place. Buffalo's second possession of the second half. They need points in a hurry. They're down by 18. This game is the property of the National Football League. The Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins, all rights reserved. This telecast is presented by authority of the National Football League, and it is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the Miami Dolphins and the National Football League is prohibited.
Jimmy, they just ran a toss play to the outside to Harmon, and not only is Boza a pretty good player, he's got great pursuit, a good pass rusher. That time he just went to the outside. Now Boza comes out. Doug Betters goes in. Miami Dolphins went into this game with only 5 defensive linemen, and they spell them quite frequently.
Pickup of 5 on that last play. Second down and 5. And they're running again. Oh, nice cut there by Harmon, and he's got some sideline to play with. To midfield and a first down. So just like Stratford did for the Dolphins back in the first half, Harmon fools everybody with a change of direction.
We talked about Harmon. Does not have great speed. He has quick moves, excellent hands, and this is something he does very well. Starting to the right. Now watch. You'll see the whole Miami defense shift. There's just no place to go. Pursuit down the line of scrimmage, and then Harmon breaks it back to the outside. Stopped there by Brown.
12 yards and a first down for Buffalo. Harmon's out now. Riddick is in. Just inside Miami territory. Up top goes Kelly. He's got Burkett open at the 20, inside the 20. There's a flag down at the 17. Judson on one knee. Burkett, remember, he got nailed once already for pushing off. Let's see who this one is going against.
It's got to be Judson. No?
Well, the mascot there behind him, Denny, if you can see,
has
made the call the other way.
You're going to believe him with that hat on?
Defensive pass interference, number 49. First down.
That's the last time I listened to Denny.
Well, Kelly throws this ball, but Burkett right now, he's working one-on-one on Judson. Fakes to the outside, takes him to the inside. And watch, when he makes his move back, the thing about it is Judson now, he's not getting a ball call. Look at Burkett. Slows down, gets his body, gets his hands in the ball. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know where that's pass interference. It could be holding before, but I don't know about pass interference right there because he doesn't touch him when the ball gets there, until after the ball gets there.
33-yard pickup, and again, the Bills knock on the door, trying to finally get through there. Oh, nice cut into the middle of the hole by Riddick. Down to the 10. Doug Betters brought him down. Riddick really blasted through that time.
Hugh Green, this is the first time he's played with a brace. Now look here comes Andre Reed trying to block him. Hugh Green just gets off him, slides down the line of scrimmage, and makes the tackle. It is a 7-yard gain. Might have been a touchdown had Green not been there.
Second down and 3, ball just inside the Miami 10. Reed to the top of the screen, Burkett down at the bottom, out of the I formation. Riddick gets the call again, leaps to the 5, a first and goal inside the 5 down to the 2. Brown brought him down. Riddick blasted through again on 2 successive plays. He hit the hole quickly.
Rob Riddick is such a tough competitor. Rob is one of the guys that crossed over the line and played in the last game against the Giants. Take a look at Byram goes to the right to block, but the offensive line just excellent blocking up front. Richard gets an excellent block, and so does Will Wolford gets a good block, and the center Ken All gets an excellent block, and here it is. Riddick just dives up in the air. Brown brings him down. They got first and goal.
From the 3. And they'll stay with the hot hand. Riddick hits once, twice. Hang on to that ball. He didn't get in, but he did hold on to the ball as he tried to get in. He'd love to see them get in. Marv Levy as Riddick is up with the helmet.
Got a shot in the nose.
Jackie Schiff was the man that kept him from going across the goal line. It's at the 1. Second down and goal. Bills looking for their first touchdown of the day. They trail 21-3. 6:55 to go, third quarter. If they can put it in here, plenty of time. Metzelar is in motion. Riddick up, over, touchdown, Buffalo.
Rob Riddick's been airborne 3 straight plays.
Well, he deserved it. He really did.
Yes, he did.
Really deserved it.
Airborne Riddick. Metzelar goes in motion. He just goes right behind Byram, up over the, and that's touchdown. Good play by Riddick and by the offensive line. The offensive line worked extremely well on that series of downs.
Norwood to attempt the extra point. 21-9 right now. 6:49 left, third quarter here in Miami. As the Bills come out storming in the second half. John Kidd to hold. And it is right down the middle. Buffalo has some life here in the second half as they're on the board. They trail the Miami Dolphins to score 21-10. So the Bills finally go in across that thick white line there that they had trouble getting across it. Good touchdown drive by Jim Kelly and the Bills. 67 yards, 7 plays. It took 2:20, and Riddick did a lot of the late yardage there as he kept banging in there and finally got across for the touchdown. And it's 21-10. The Dolphins lead, cut down by 7 as Norwood kicks it short. Coming up is Stratford, who kept inbounds. He was walking that line over the 20 out near the 30-yard line. He could have very easily stepped out of bounds. All right, we'll step out right now. We'll go to New York for an NFL update. Here's Bob Costas.
All right, Jim, at Three Rivers in Pittsburgh, Boomer Esiason will throw on the run under a heavy rush. Keith Gary deflects it. Brian Hinkle intercepts it. He laterals to the rookie from Clemson, Delton Hall, and he takes it into the end zone. The Steelers are back in business. They trail only 14-10.
21-10 here in Miami. 6:38 left to go. Third quarter, Marino tries to start the engine again, and why not go to the tight end, Bruce Hardy, and he does over the 30 to the 31-yard line. Let's check in now on the scores around the NFL today. Washington over the Jets, important in this AFC Eastern Division race. Jim McMahon has started the second half in that game as Tampa Bay leads over the Bears, his first action of this regular season. Now, the other key game to watch, Indianapolis leading over New England in the AFC Eastern Division, 16-6 Colts. Of course, you just heard on that Pittsburgh-Cincinnati highlight, Houston leads, and Green Bay is putting up 31 points on the board. They lead over the Lions. Second down. Pruitt in motion. Here's Hampton to the outside, looking for a block, and he's got some blocking too, and up over, and he gets the first down out near the 40-yard line, driven out of bounds by Derek Burrows.
He got a tremendous block by Woody Bennett. There's a flag down on the play, but it's against Miami. But Woody Bennett got a great block on Shane Conlon, number 58, the linebacker. There goes Bennett at the top of your screen. Now watch what he does to Conlon. Not only does he hit him, but he turns him back to the inside and then drives him back into the backfield. There's a penalty against the Miami Dolphins. Going to bring this back.
57, offense.
Dwight Stevenson holding Freddie Smirlis.
You said Smirlis was having a tough day, a frustrating day.
Well, you have
everybody's on him.
It is. You got 2 and 3 guys blocking you all the time, and it's got to free up someone else.
All right, that makes it second down in a bundle. 2nd and 16. Marino's hit on 5 passes in a row, 7 out of his last 8, and he needs some big yardage here. On second down, he'll try and get some of it back. Oh, Hardy had it. In fact, it was almost picked off by Smirlis, though. He was right out there with him, and I do believe they both had their hands on the ball at one time.
You talk about hustle. Freddie Smirlis, I don't care about the heat, maybe 90 degrees on that field. Freddie Smirlis is playing over Dwight Stevenson. He turns Freddie, but once he sees Marino, watch him come back. Now, Stevenson's going to turn him to the inside right there. Watch Smirlis spin back out and then get his hand up and almost picks off the ball.
Or at least he blocked the vision of Hardy enough that it forced him to drop the ball. And Miami now on 3rd down and 16. And you have to wonder about them coming up a little bit flat here in the 3rd quarter with that big lead at halftime. And knowing that Buffalo, of course, has already scored once. They're going to run a little flare out here. And Stratford can't hang on out at the 20-yard line. And Dan Marino, for the first time since the introductions, here's the boo boards here at Joe Robbie Stadium.
Boy, and I'll tell you what, he had Dwight Stevenson out in front of him. Troy Stratford, and Marino gets the ball to him. The only guy that Stevenson had to block was Kelso, the safety.
All right, Buffalo should get good field position. Jeff Hayes to punt. Ron Pitts is back deep for the Bills. There he is. He's up at his own 42-yard line.
The up back is Strzok.
Remember, they've gone after him a couple of times, but he gets it away cleanly, and over the shoulder, Pitts makes the catch. Oh, a great block by Rob Riddick. Allows Pitts to get a pretty good return inside Miami territory to the 45. Riddick with a great block. So Jim Kelly and the Bills starting to build some momentum. Let's see if they can put it in. They trail by 11.
America's favorite pastime returns to NBC as the nation's top rollers battle it out for Bowler of the Year honors. Join Jay Randolph and Hall of Famer Earl Anthony for the premiere of the PBA Fall Tour next Saturday on NBC.
You talk about the block of Riddick, number 40, coming in. Watch in the middle of your screen, and that's Lewis, the tight end, who was a replacement player that made this Miami team. Gets a good block and enables Pitts to pick up about 10 yards.
And they start the drive inside Miami territory. Kelly threw it high over the head of Byram. Kelly's down on the deck, too, back in the Bills' backfield as Hugh Green hit him. And John Boza, too. Boy, Boza has been in there all day long. So it was 2nd down and 10 as the drive starts at the 45-yard line. There's Kelly, knowing that if he can get the Bills into the end zone this time, there's David Lewis. And Paul referred to the fact that he is one of the replacement players that stuck around. A good tight end, Don Shula, very high on him.
That time, Andre Reed, number 83, went down and went to the inside, broke to the outside, was open. I wouldn't be surprised now they put him in motion. I thought they'd come back with the same play.
2nd and 10, a delay to Harmon, and a great play as the Dolphins snuffed that one out. So Shea, the nose tackle, got in there, and he read the play and brought Harmon down.
Now, here's a situation that when you look at the defensive line, you've got Soche, Turner, Boza, and, of course, you're looking at Hugh Green, where they just take off and go now. Now, Boza comes out, and they put in Betters. Here's where you just tee off and go.
3rd down and close to 11. And out of the shotgun, Kelly will throw it. He's got Riddick on his side. Riddick heads out of the backfield. Kelly fires for Burkett. Does he hang on? Inside the 30, he does. He has made some tough catches across the middle, and a Buffalo 1st down at the Miami 29.
You know, Burkett has learned one thing. Once you go across the middle, you know when that ball's coming to you, you're going to get hit, so you might as well go ahead and catch it. Kelly put that ball on the numbers. Burkett caught it. Brown came up and hit him just afterwards, but Kelly's sitting in there. There's just a 4-man rush, no blitz on. Kelly steps up right there. And look at Burkett. Knows he's going to get hit. Brown's there. Perfect pass.
And a 1st down. Buffalo with all the momentum here in the 3rd quarter. And 4 minutes to go in that 3rd quarter. Harmon again changing directions and sifting his way through down to the 25-yard line. Paul, we wondered about receivers coming across the middle after not having contact with the 4 weeks off during the strike, but they've all held on today.
Well, you know, you're looking at it. The only turnover that would have been in this game was the return by Riddick, and they had a early whistle. But I was concerned, the one thing about 4 weeks without any contact at all, the guys that I thought would have a problem are running backs and receivers once they're touching the ball because they had not had the contact, but obviously it's in their favor.
The Bills running the ball, and that time they can't make it go. As Harmon got smothered there as they come around the left side, it looks like it was Mark Brown and Boza. John Boza on that right defensive end spot has been trouble for the Bills to handle. So it's 3rd down and 6.
They're taking out 4 linebackers. The 4 starting linebackers are taking out.
Buffalo brings in Trumaine Johnson.
Miami 6 defensive backs and a linebacker Fry.
All right, the crowd into this one on 3rd down and 6. Kelly's all by himself. Looking. He dropped the ball and got it back, and that's an athletic move. And this is real grass, too, so he didn't get a true hop. And it's inside the 20 and a first down at the 18.
Betsy comes up laughing. Betsy's laughing. There he is. Kelly, he is such a competitor, and he broke out running. He knew he could have gone probably to the 10-yard line, and Kelly is running, fakes the pass, holds the linebackers and the defensive backs, trying to put the ball away, drops it, but it bounces right back up into his hands, picks up the first down. They're inside the 20 and on the move.
Down 21-10. 2:08 left to go. Clock running, 3rd quarter. And an I formation in the backfield on 1st and 10. That was a big first down to pick up. Kelly got it on a solo run. This is Riddick. Inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Betters is in on the tackle.
Riddick didn't get a chance to jump up that time.
He's really been the spark, along with Kelly, but Riddick was the spark on that last touchdown drive, and of course he scored the touchdown. 3rd quarter, and you bet it's been a Buffalo quarter. They have dominated here in the 3rd quarter. Miami's just had 2 series, 3 downs and a punt each time. 2nd down and 6 as Riddick picked up 4. Up top, throwing, touchdown, Buffalo. It's Burkett.
Chris Burkett has just been sensational all day long. That's Kelly, the first man to him, and he has made some tough catches. But the most important thing you think about is where Kelly is throwing the football, and he's putting it on the numbers, the only place you can catch it. Kelly goes back, and he's got Burkett all the way. And watch where this ball is. Right on the numbers. No chance for Judson to make the play. Touchdown, Buffalo, and they're in this ball game.
21-16. Norwood in for the extra point. Total domination by the Bills to start the 2nd half. It's been their quarter. The kick is good. It is 21-17 after they were down 21-0 so far. 17 unanswered points.
When you see Burkett go in now, I think the corner Judson, number 1, thought he would have help on the inside. The line is just blocking extremely well. Everybody is there. Kelly has time to throw the ball. But look where Judson is. Hoping that he would get help from Blackwood, number 47, the inside. Blackwood never got there. The ball's on target. That's touchdown. That's 7.
So the first half, it was all Miami, all Marino. And Don Shula knows he's talking with Duper and Clayton and saying, fellas, it's time to put it on again. Let's get it going. Because Kelly and the Bills mean business here in the 3rd quarter. Kelly 17 for 25 now, 217 yards. And that was his first touchdown pass of the day. Burkett has made 8 catches for 112 yards in the game, and a lot of them in heavy traffic.
Talk about giving a quarterback confidence when you have receivers that are just catching the ball. Now, you know, you got to remember one thing. You got Andre Reed on the other side, which they have really not been throwing the ball to at all in this ball game, number 83 for the Buffalo Bills. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next time they get the ball, even though Burkett is open, they're going to probably start doubling on the defense on Burkett. You're going to see Andre Reed open. Maybe they should have kept the other secondary.
Norwood moves into the ball. Stratford, the rookie, 20, and he's out to the 24-yard line. And that's where Dan Marino will try and restart the Dolphin offense. The touchdown drive was 8 plays, 45 yards, and it took 4 minutes and 12 seconds. Finished off on a 14-yard touchdown pass from Kelly to Burkett. Miami has had 2 series offensively here in the 3rd quarter, and it's been 3 downs and a punt each time.
At 8 catches for Burkett, that's a career high for him. He's never had 8 catches in a ball game.
From their own 24, Dan Marino brings the Dolphins up. Back split. Radisek is in the game. And a linebacker spot for the Bills, checking in defensively. And Marino's up top, and Bruce Smith has him. Is it a loose ball? No, they say he's in the grasp of Bruce Smith at the 16-yard line.
And that was John Geisler, who is the left tackle, trying to hold Bruce Smith out. But Bruce is fired up. This whole team is fired up. The change Look on the right of your screen. And he was getting some help on the inside by Roy Foster, who just couldn't help out. Bruce Smith went through 2 guys and got Marino. You'll see 78 right there. Geisler's got him on the outside. Foster's got him on the inside, and also a back there blocking Davenport, and 3 people couldn't hold out Bruce Smith.
Second down and 18, a loss of 8. Miami playing on their heels, and Buffalo sky high. 21-17, they're down by 4. Smith is blowing it again.
He's offside,
There's a flag down, though, as Marino shuffled it off, and Stratford's turning it into a big play to the 26.
Smith was offside, and they'll take the penalty and not the play, because if they take the play, it'll be 3rd down and about 8 or 9, where it'll be 2nd down and about 13. Marino saying, wait a minute. All right, let's take it easy now. Somebody slow him down.
Somebody get him.
Well, you can't blame the offensive line for that play, because Smith was already in before they made their move. If you take a look at the right side of your screen, you're going to see Smith offside. Now he's going to go right between Geisler. You see that? He's already by Geisler now. There's no chance. And Marino, great job just dumping the ball off to Stratford, and he makes an excellent run. It's a free play, but you got to take the penalty. You don't want to be in 3rd down and 8. Rather be in 2nd and 13. Take the penalty. I can give you that one.
All right, let's see what they did.
It's not difficult.
What?
Take a genius to figure that one out.
Offside. Bench. Number 37.
Number 37. No, what's number 78?
Nate Odom's wrongly accused.
Yeah.
He has the right to appeal, I think, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Or maybe he doesn't have the right to appeal. He is only a rookie.
Nate's playing corner about 5 yards off the ball.
I was nowhere involved in that play, he's saying. That was Bruce Smith. All right, they did take the penalty, making it 2nd down and 13. 2 seconds to go, 1 second to go in the 3rd quarter. Clock runs out, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter here at Joe Robbie Stadium.
It's the end of the quarter.
That's it. At the end of 3 quarters of play, the score, the Miami Dolphins 21, the Buffalo Bills 17. We'll be back after these messages from your local station.
Weekends at 11.
Jim Donovan and Paul McGuire at Joe Robbie Stadium in Miami. We start the 4th quarter, and the Buffalo Bills got right back into the swing of things in the 3rd quarter and now trail Miami by 4. And on 2nd down and long, that's Jim Jensen wide open over the middle to the 41-yard line, and Miami has their best play of the 2nd half offensively.
Well, Talley was there, and Lawrence Johnson, number 48, were there, but I don't know who was supposed to cover Jensen. You're going to see him. He circles out of the backfield. It looks like Talley just misses him totally. Was trying to hit him at the line of scrimmage. Jensen just put a little juke on him. That was Talley's man all the way, and Jensen picks up the 1st down. And that's a quarterback, folks.
Paul, did he hit Lawrence Johnson when Johnson went to hit him? What a punishing hit Jensen put on him. 1st down. That was 19 yards on the play.
Reverse.
Looks like a reverse. They got it. They've got Marino out heading it to the 45, and Clayton runs it out of bounds.
That's the Marino head block. This is not shoulders. He wasn't fast enough to get his shoulders there. He got his noggin in there. Watch this. Here comes the reverse. And there's number 13, struggling to get out to the outside, and Kelso comes up. Watch this hit. No, that's not Kelso. That's Odoms. Look at that. Got him with his head. Way to use your head, Dan.
He picked up 4.
Marino picked up a headache.
And it's 2nd and 6. 14-12 left in the game. 21-17. Miami, they led 21-0. From their 46. Marino, and Hampton's wide open. He got away from Talley. 40, and deep inside Buffalo territory at the 36.
I want to tell you just one more time, when you start blitzing people and all of a sudden you putting a linebacker, which happens to be Darryl Talley, on Lorenzo Hampton, you've got tough coverage. Marino read it. Watch what happens. Here comes Hampton out. They shot a man up into the middle. You've got a blitz on. You see 5 defenders there. There's Talley, 56. trying to cover Hampton. He can't do that because everyone else is downfield looking at Duper and Clayton. You got first down.
18 yards on the play and a first down. Running, here is Stratford, the rookie. Boy, he's got quick moves and a couple of late flags. We'll check out the flags later. Right now, we're going to go to New York for an NFL update, and here's Bob Costas.
All right, Jim, in the fourth quarter at RFK, the Jets take their first lead of the day against the Redskins after a Harry Hamilton fumble recovery, 3 straight completions by Ken O'Brien. This last one, 15 yards to Mickey Schuler for the touchdown. 13-7 New York, but there's plenty of time left in the fourth.
Plenty of time left here for a Buffalo comeback, but they have to shut down Miami now, and the flags look as though they are going against the Bills. There were 2 flags coming down after the Stratford run.
Wait a minute. They're going to measure this first.
And then make the decision. You know, on that last play, Paul, on the Hampton catch, Conlon got up slowly and is now out of the game, and John Kaiser is in at a linebacker spot. Here's the measurement. And they have it. First down, Miami.
Conlon had a slight knee problem, not major in preseason. There's going to be a face mask penalty here. Right there, you see Stratford. They're grabbing his face mask, and I can't see who's at the bottom of that mess.
First down at the 26 of Buffalo. The Dolphins totally outplayed in the third quarter by Buffalo, and the Bills got back into it, down by 4, now answer back here in the fourth quarter and are driving. Bills jumping up on Marino in his face at the line of scrimmage. He's going to pass anyway. He's looking, and he overshoots his man. It was intended for Duper at the 5-yard line. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I just saw Lawrence Johnson, number 48, the strong safety, pointing to someone because Troy Stratford was running down through the middle all by himself, and they had 3 people on the outside on Duper. Marino just looked like he threw the ball away because it was excellent coverage by the Bills secondary.
All right, Shane Conlon's okay. He checks back into the defensive lineup. There you see him buttoning up the helmet. In the throwing warfare, boy, they have really evened it up. Kelly has shot ahead of Marino by 4. 2nd and 10 after the incompleted pass. They give it to Stratford. Oh, nice, and they shut it down right away. That was Darryl Talley. Is right.
Darryl just came across, and it looked like he was blitzing, and he saw it, or he just read the draw right away. Hardy tried to block him, couldn't. Left of your screen, Hardy is the man that's trying to block him on the outside, and Darryl Talley just gets by the tight end. In fact, the tight end has just tackled Darryl Talley. Now,
6 defensive backs in the Buffalo secondary. And Scott Schwade's the rookie out of Syracuse is in. Jim Jensen is in, too. In fact, he's in the backfield right now with Marino on 3rd and 12. 12:08 left to go, fourth quarter. With time, he fires across the middle, and the rookie drops it. Schwade's had it and was running before he actually had it put away.
Schwade's turned upfield and started running with the football before he caught it, and he just looked downfield. Hit him right in the face mask with it.
Ravez will come in and attempt a field goal out of the hold of Don Strock. Don Shula knows that if Schwade's could have hung on, they would have at least had a first down, and he had a lot of yardage in front of him. Wide open space. The spot is coming at the 36-yard line. Ravez' first attempt of the day. It's a 46-yard field goal try. 21-17, Miami in the lead. Just over 12 minutes to go. Flag down. Kick is up, has plenty on it, and it is good.
You got Buffalo offside, but that, I don't think they're going to refuse. If it's Buffalo offside, they'll refuse it because it'll still give them 4th down and about 8 or 9.
All right, here it is. Let's see what the call is. Marv Levy listens intently to.
They're taking the field goal.
Defense, offside, decline, good.
Keep the points up on the board. 24-17 rather. Now a 7-point difference in the game. The Bills are within a touchdown. We'll see what they do when we come back to Miami.
Today's game is brought to you by Michelob Light. When the sun goes down, light up the night with Michelob Light. By Mazda, bringing performance and value together. That's the Mazda way. And by Delta Airlines. We love to fly, and it shows.
Jim Donovan and Paul McGuire back at Joe Robbie Stadium in Miami. The first time that the regular Dolphins have teed it up here and played a regular season game. They just added 3 points on a 46-yard field goal by Fouad Revez. And it's 24-17. The Dolphins lead by 7. Tasker on the return for Buffalo. Oh. And a good defensive special teams play. Renee Thompson was down there, and he gets Tasker down at the 16-yard line.
Look at Fouad. Now, Fouad, you talk about a tough life of a field goal kicker and a kickoff man. Now, he's just jogging down, taking a look. He just crossed the 50. I think the tackle is about to be made back down on about the 18th. We saw Fouad yesterday working out. He's got a rigorous schedule. That's good. He's a cheerleader. He was laying on the ground, throwing the ball up in the air and catching it. I didn't understand the drill, but it works for him.
Jim Kelly now has his team up and ready to go, and he throws, and Andre Reed got nailed right on the button. Glenn Blackwood put the stick on Reed. Ball, defender, and receiver all met at the same time.
And they all separated. Andre Reed, I told you before, they were throwing the ball 8 times, 8 completions to Burkett. Here comes Andre Reed across the middle. And just take a look. When that ball gets there, Blackwood gets there, and he just nails Reed. Reed, that ball hit him in the hands.
Second down at 10. Crowd back into the game. They loved it in the first half. Got a little bit quiet in the second half, especially third quarter, when Buffalo made the charge. Kelly, lots of time. Throws. Metzelar's open, and it looked like there was some confusion there. Loose ball, but he's down at the 37-yard line. All of a sudden, he made the catch, and 2 Dolphins headed the other way.
Well, they had Andre Reed coming into the middle, and they crossed, and the defensive people bumped into each other. And then they hit the ball. Metzelars comes out of this open. Now take a look. Here comes Metzelars on the right of your screen. You're going to see Andre Reed come in, and he actually picks off the linebacker who was covering. That's number 51, Mark Brown, who was covering Metzelars, and Metzelars comes out open. Kelly finds him.
You know, they can throw a flag on a pick play like that. Was that illegal right there?
Well, it is illegal because of the receiver coming across, Andre Reed, who bumps in to the linebacker, number 51, Mark Brown.
I think they're talking this over to see if he fumbled that football. And Kelly slapped his hands.
Well, you don't really see it. The other shot we had is where we see Andre Reed coming across, and they're looking also at a fumble, and that is a fumble because Metzelars was not down, but they're going to, if it is in fact, they're going to give you the old whistle trick again.
We already had one of those earlier.
That's right. And it'll be a break for Buffalo. There was a definite pick by Andre Reed coming across.
The play covered 19 yards. Boy, he'll be steamed if he gets a look at that replay. Here it is.
Now here's a look at the end of the play, and the ball is actually fumbled right there. His knee is not down. But what you're going to end up getting, again, is the whistle blowing. And why, if they're taking all this time, why don't they just say the whistle was blown and the ball stays in the hands of Buffalo?
All right, here it is again. There you see it. Metzelars, and Bud Brown gets in. The ball is dislodged. The knee, as Paul said, is not down.
Stands this rule.
Stands this rule what? Can't tell me his knee was down.
It's a first down. That's a big play. 19 yards it covered. First down, Buffalo. They trail by 7 with 11:09 left to go. And on the pitch, Harmon's in trouble. Oh, there he goes again. And Kelly's saying, come on, I got a block. And he did. The play still goes on, and he finally tiptoes out of bounds.
Well, Bosa's the first guy that turns Harmon back the other way. And Harmon picks up about 7 yards on the play. And Kelly gets a tremendous block on Langford, number 44. Here's the toss. You're going to see Bosa. He gets by the tackle. He's there. Harmon turns back the other way, and Jim Kelly just throws a great block on Langford right there. Down at the knees. You're down, Langford. Here comes Brzezinski. Harmon's starting to run out a little steam, but he picked up 7. Improvise.
2nd and 3. We're seeing a lot of that today. Ad-lib running. Here's Reed in motion. Riddick is through. First down. Midfield. Soshega taken along for the ride as he had Riddick from behind.
Jimmy, we just got word that they claimed that the whistle it blew again. And, you know, I don't understand it. Unless you're sure, don't blow the whistle.
Yeah.
Anytime that ball is live, once you blow the whistle, what they say is now no one has a chance to get to the ball.
It's a first down after the Riddick run. So that becomes a very critical play in the ball game if Buffalo moves on to tie here. Backs in an I formation. Riddick and Byram. Reed in motion. Kelly straight back. Better get rid of it. He does. And this is to Reed. There's a flag as he goes down inside Miami territory. The Miami bench was screaming for a flag, and they got it.
Kent Hall clipped on the play. The center got back out to the outside, and he clipped the defensive lineman. I think it's a lineman of the Miami Dolphins. And all he's trying to do is protect his runner.
In the back, number 67.
You got it.
I don't know whether it was a linebacker or a lineman. It might have been ship number 50, but it was Kent Hall. If you watch 67 come here, they set up the screen is set up perfectly. Here comes Kent Hall to the outside, and Reed gets the ball, and there is he hits the clip. It was number 55, Hugh Green, that he clipped from the backside. You know, see why I don't like that quick whistle deal is because it enables the officials to cover up 2 mistakes. 1, the fumble, and 2, blowing that whistle. Whether it goes against Miami or Buffalo, it doesn't make any difference. You're giving them a chance to cover up 2 mistakes.
Yeah. Well, they'll do first down all over again.
Like the inadvertent flag deal.
First down, 18 yards to go. 10:09 left here in the 4th quarter. Miami leads by 7 as Kelly looks. Metzelaars, the sure-handed tight end, pulls it down with Mark Brown on him at the 45-yard line, so they get some of that penalized yardage back. And the clock continues to run under 10 minutes. Brown's had a very active day at the linebacker spot.
He really has, and he's sitting on Metzelaars as a big target, and Kelly just did a thing that he did back in the first or second period of the game on a penalty where he goes back and just tries to get some of it. Don't waste the play, throw the ball away where it's picked off, but throw it to a sure-handed player like Metzelaars.
From their own 45, he sets Reed in motion. Here's Kelly. Going long for Metzelaars. Led him at the 20, just a little bit too long. Brzezinski, the linebacker, was out there running with him and had some pretty good coverage on the play.
Running step for step with Metzelaars. Brzezinski will probably come out of the game.
Here he comes, you're right.
Get some oxygen.
And Metzelaars is coming out, too. So it is 3rd down and 15. That penalty on Hull right now registers a big one because they were inside Miami territory after that play. Moved them back, but let's see if Kelly can get it all back here. 9:21 left. Miami crowd here at Joe Robbie screaming for that defense to put the lid on this drive. He's got time. He's also got someone around his ankle, and he goes down. It was T.J. Turner, the left defensive end, that got him.
You know, when you credit a sack like that, and you know the kind of player that Kelly is, it's going to stand in there and stand in there, you've got to give the credit to the defensive secondary. Watch, Kelly is looking all over the field, trying to find someone to get to. Graff is in his face. He jumps up, but T.J. Turner is down on the bottom that makes the play, and also Better's number 75.
3 sacks, as you saw, for the Dolphins today. John Kidd to punt, and Schwades, after a high snap to Kidd, waits. Going to run up on it, hits at the 30. And he's out over the 30, loose ball. Bills say they have it, officials agree. And it's Adam Lingner,
the center.
the guy who snapped it back to Kidd, recovers the fumble. It's Buffalo ball deep in Miami territory. They had a big turnover.
Here comes Schwades now. He's looking to his left. There's just no place to go, so he cuts it back to the inside, and he is nailed by Steve Tasker, number 89. Adam Lingner gets the ball. Tasker's, I told you, is one of the tough guys, always down there on first guy down. Here comes Tasker, put his helmet right into the ball. No question about the fumble, no quick whistle. We'll be back to score 24 Miami, 17 Buffalo.
All right, let's check in with our 10-minute ticker. Jets go ahead of the Skins. Tampa Bay still leads. Oh, that's tied, the Bengals and Steelers. New England is within 7 after a Franklin 49-yard field goal. And after a fumble recovery on a punt, Kelly has the Bills back and throwing here. He's got Andre Reed open at the 5, and he's got it at the 4, and he's out of bounds.
Andre Reed was flying, and Paul Langford just could not get to him. Andre Reed ran a true post corner pattern, ran into the inside. Watch this. Look at the speed of Reed. He gets by Langford. Langford knows he has help to the inside, but he does not get deep enough. Look where Kelly puts his pass. Reed is right there over Langford. First down at the 3-yard line. Beautiful play.
So here they go, up to the line of scrimmage. Miami trying to make a late defensive change. Byram and Riddick in the backfield. Metzelar is in motion. First and goal. Riddick blast, left side. Not enough there. Byram's trying to push him from behind. George Little is there on the tackle. And Boza is there too, as that was Little who was racing out onto the field to get into the defensive lineup. Crowd yelling, as you can hear. Remember, Miami led 21-0, 21-3 at the half. 8:14 clock running here in the fourth quarter. That's what's left, and it's now 24-17. Buffalo, if they can go in with a point after, can tie it.
Trainowitz is a defensive, is a tight end. Which Kelly on the old bootleg, would you do that?
Well, he can do it. Second and goal. Byram to the 1, and maybe even a little bit closer. Rick Graff is there, as you can see, along with David Fry. It will be third and goal.
Riddick over the top.
Marv Levy over on the sidelines. Great comeback by his team. They were riddled in the first half.
This is a great football game.
It really is. And Kelly brings the Bills up. The Miami defense is ready. It's third down and goal. This is to get to within 1. Riddick.
Touchdown.
No signal yet. Touchdown, Buffalo, as the arms go up.
Even off the right side, off of Vogler, Devlin, and Ken Hall at the right side of that offensive line, including the center. And that hole was there.
I'll tell you, you went right out there on that limb.
Here goes Riddick. And look at the blocking. Devlin just drive blocks down. And Trainowitz, number 62, just kicks everything to the outside. And there goes Riddick into the hole. There was no question about it. I don't know what they were waiting on. He was well into the end zone.
There's Riddick, and he's been a big spark here in the second half. His second touchdown of the day. Norwood will attempt the point after that will tie the game. 7:13 left. And we are tied. It's been a long way back for the Bills, but they are there. 24-24.
Look at the right tackle, Joe Devlin, when you see this. He's on the left of your screen. He just caves down to the inside. Byram's there, and here comes Riddick. Ship is there. Can't stop him. That's touchdown. We'll be back. Score tied.
Jim Donovan and Paul McGuire with you, and there's the story. Buffalo is back in it, and very much in it. And with a full head of steam, they have tied it up 24-24 with 7:13 left to go in the game. Miami back ready to receive. And you know, the kid that is really having a tough afternoon so far in the last couple of minutes is Schwades. He dropped a wide open pass that would have given them a first down and fumbled that punt that led to the tying touchdown. Now a chance for reprieve. A yard deep. 25, 30, and it's on the ground again, and the Bills have it. It's Butch Roll. The tight end, the backup tight end, along with Metzelars, has recovered it. and this is a rookie's nightmare.
This is a situation where you really start trying hard to make up for 2 mistakes that you've already made in the game.
All right, let me make up for a mistake. Radicek makes the recovery.
All right, here it comes. Schwades has got the ball. He's just following his blockers, and I think that's Bentley, number 50, that gets his arm in there and strips the ball loose. Radicek gets the ball, and Buffalo's in business again at the 33-yard line.
So it's Radicek on the fumble recovery. Reed goes out top of the screen. Burkett down at the bottom. Kelly with a chance to give them the lead deep in Miami territory with 7 minutes to go. Ronnie Harmon with a big block from Byram. Oh, he goes head over heels at the 30-yard line. We'll check out right now, and we'll go to New York for an NFL update. And here's Bob Costas.
Okay, Jim, at Pittsburgh, the Bengals have had leads of 14-3 and 20-10, but the Steelers keep coming back. Mark Malone, 12 yards to John Stallworth. They tie it again in the fourth quarter. Bengals 20, Steelers 20 at Three Rivers. Back down to Miami.
Where the clock is running and 6:29 left to go. In the fourth quarter, game tied at 24-24. Buffalo has made their way back from a 21-0 deficit. Rob Riddick is in and gets the ball and gets a hole inside the 25-yard line and close to a first down.
Rob Riddick is he's just not hesitating at all. He's going right to the hole. They're calling a play, and if it's a 2-hole, which is between the center and the guard, he's taking it. Watch Riddick. No hesitation whatsoever. Byram's going to the outside. But Devlin is taking care of his man, J.T. Turner. They're blocking to the inside also with Tim Vogler. Ken Hall gets a block, and Riddick goes right to the hole.
The ball is at the Miami 22, and it is good enough for a first down. 5:40 left. Kelly on first down brings Reed in motion. They stay on the ground, and Riddick gets to the 20, maybe the 19. Mark Brown over there on the tackle. Brzezinski is there too. And Jackie Schiff. So every linebacker had a piece of them there. Second down. They're running down time. Riddick comes out of the lineup now, and Jamie Mueller checks in at a fullback spot, and Harmon comes into the game too. So Byram is out. New backfield for the Bills.
Put the ball in the air now, because Kelly, they've got him confused. They're running the ball, and now's the time to throw. 3 against Dan Marino is not enough. You got to get 7.
Second down, and that's what it is. 7 to go. They'll run again. Harmon looking for the hole. They shed the blocker, and he dives down for a short yard, down to the 18.
Harmon had to jump over his own man, Jamie Mueller, because Jamie went to make a block and hit the ground. Harmon went over top of him. It just didn't have enough room to run. That slowed him down.
So the alternating backfield was ready to come in. Riddick was checking in. He's in now. 4:31 and the clock running. Both teams have all 3 timeouts left. In a 24-24 tie. It's third down and 5. Big play for Kelly and that Miami defense too. They're in field goal range. Out of the shotgun with Reed in motion. He's looking for Riddick in the end zone, and there's a flag and a touchdown.
Forget the flag, because that's pass interference on the defense. Boy, Kelly put that ball on a line. Fry, I think, was the defender, was a linebacker trying to cover Riddick. And Riddick, with great concentration, having a super ball game. Remember, Riddick is one of the guys that crossed over the line, and they always said there's going to be some repercussions. I guess Kelly forgot about that he crossed the line. He's been using him all through the second half. But take a look at where, first of all, where Kelly puts the ball, and then the total concentration by Rob Riddick. The linebacker's there. That's pass interference. Riddick catches the ball. No question about being in bounds. That's a touchdown.
30-24 Buffalo. That was on a third down and 5 play that he rifled that one over the shoulder to Riddick, who made a great catch with a lot of concentration with that linebacker draped all around him. Norwood for the extra point to give them the 7-point lead. Oh, it hit the bar, no, and it got through. Looked like it hit the upright, and it is good. Listen to this Miami crowd.
Kelly he's got to be well over 300 yards, I think. But look at Kelly. Look at the offensive line. Look at the blocking. Devlin, Bogart, they all just got in there. No chance for Miami to get to Kelly. He ran it all the way. But look where the ball is thrown. It looked like that touchdown pass to Pruitt when Marino threw it in the first quarter. Just no place for the defensive man, or nowhere for the defensive man to go, but to cause pass interference. But Riddick kept his eye on the ball. Oh, well, he'll get 300.
He just gave you the thumbs up sign. Everything's fine here. 287 yards in passing for Riddick. He has 2 rushing touchdowns and has caught 1. 3 touchdowns for Riddick. And they have changed up now. The Dolphins have back in their safeties to return the kick. It is Hampton and Stratford as they have taken Schwades out of there. He fumbled a punt and a kickoff, and Marv Levy hopes that his defense now can hold on to this lead with 4:04 left.
And Schwades is sitting here on the bench right in front of us with his head down, and the young man is just totally upset.
Now, what do you think on that last one? It may have been trying to get that extra yard, trying to do a little bit more.
That and a great play by Bentley, because Bentley just got his arm in there and knocked the ball out. Stay in the end zone.
Stratford will. And the crowd with the sarcastic cheer as Miami will get the ball at their own 20. Second half time of possession. Buffalo has had the ball 19 minutes and 6 seconds. Miami 6.5 minutes. The shot of Schwades. And now this guy has to get them going again. Very, very capable of doing it. From their own 20, here come the Dolphins.
Airtime.
3:57 left. And with 3 timeouts, too. Steps up. It is caught. And another couple of nice moves out over the 30-yard line to the 31. It's Troy Stratford.
You don't even have to look at a number. You just know when he starts dancing like that at Stratford, that's the first down. Boy, does he make some things happen. That's a linebacker's nightmare.
First downs, and there you see it, 23-17. When we showed you that graphic in the first half, it was all Miami. Marino again throws, and it's caught over the 35 to the 36-yard line. Same man, Stratford.
You know, we've been talking about Kelly and the offense. The defense of the Buffalo Bills just totally shutting down Miami. You look at 21 points in a hurry against you, and all of a sudden they said it's time to shut them down, and they did.
They are moving it right up to the line of scrimmage after each play. Marino fires, and it's caught. It's Pruitt. Pruitt inside Buffalo territory. A nice run after the catch, and he's inside the 45 to the 44-yard line, and a Miami first down. Kelso in on the tackle along with Talley.
They're going with a hurry-up offense. Marino's calling the plays from the line of scrimmage.
2:45 clock running. Miami down by 7, 31-24. They trail for the first time today. Marino back. Flags are down. So is the ball as Duper can't hang on one knee down at the Buffalo 30-yard line.
We got a whole lot of holding.
I think you're right. Six defensive backs in there for Buffalo on that last play.
And there are a whole lot of people gasping for air down there, and it's not just defensive guys, it's offensive guys. They brought Dean Prater in.
Still first down.
To give Leon Seals a break.
Holding penalty brings them back into Miami territory at the 46-yard line. 2:35 left in regulation time. Dan Marino gesturing.
This is a young Buffalo team that just doesn't believe about the past where they get beat down here. They believe they can win down here.
They've lost the last six times in a row against Miami, and 10 out of the last 11. The ball is caught by Jim Jensen. And he is back into Buffalo territory at the 46-yard line. Darrell Talley running off the field, racing off as Miami quickly comes up to the line of scrimmage. Second down, 12. Out of the shotgun. Down by 7. Marino to a wide open Stratford inside the 40, and he's down at the 38-yard line, short of the first down.
We're going to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to go in the ball game. Can the Bills hang on, or can Miami move in and tie the ball game up? There's your score. The Bills by 7. It has taken its toll out on Mr. Smerlis. The heat has.
Well, Bud Carpenter, who is one of the trainers of the Buffalo Bills, that were watering him down.
The Jets lead. Chicago's coming back. And San Francisco leads. Pittsburgh won on a 22-yard field goal by Gary Anderson. And the rest of the scores, boy, Houston and Atlanta in a shootout, and Detroit has come back and gone ahead with 3:02 left on a 2-yard run by Gary James.
Green Bay was up 24-0. It's almost like this game here.
Miami was up 21-0. That's what Paul's referring to. They now trail 31-24. 2 minutes to go. And they are driving. It is 3rd down and 4 from the 38 of Buffalo. Here goes Dan Marino. And he's got Jim Jensen for a first down inside the 30. The drive continues. The clock does too.
You know, it's like catch. It used to be Tony Nathan, number 22, coming out of the backfield for the Miami Dolphins. Nathan is now gone. Jensen is the backup for the 3rd quarterback. He's got great hands. He's on all the special teams.
Down to 1:33 left. Marino going big to Stratford. Up at the 5. Couldn't come down with the ball. Lawrence Johnson on the coverage.
Fans want pass interference. It was not. It was just excellent coverage. But I was watching Jensen that time, and he was in the backfield. Jimmy wasn't in the play, so he just moved over in the middle, and he goes over and he takes a shot at Bruce Smith. He's on the left-hand side. We don't see it, but this is good coverage. Stratford was there. He just turned around a little bit too soon. Had he kept running to the end zone, might have been a touchdown.
That stops the clock. 1:29 left. Miami still has 3 timeouts left. It is 2nd down and 10 inside the Bills' 30-yard line. Miami needs a touchdown and a point after to tie.
This is all 4-down situation. They're not going for field goals.
He steps up, he throws, and Hampton could not hang on at the 19-yard line. And the other important thing, if he makes the grab, he's got the sideline to get out of bounds.
You know, when you look at the Miami Dolphins that time and take a look at their wide receivers, there wasn't one man even close to the end zone. The furthest guy down, I think, was Pruitt, who was down about the 10-yard line, and they're just trying to pick up the 10 yards and now get into position. They have 3 timeouts. They have a minute and 24 seconds. They know this is 4-down territory.
So they got 2 more chances to get it here. 3rd and 10. 1:24 left. Regulation time.
Jensen's back in the game again.
Pruitt and Clayton to the near side. Duper, top of the screen.
Jensen's open.
Marino fires. Incomplete. Looks like a mix-up.
It
Down
really
at the 10-yard line. Clayton's looking around, and that's who the intended receiver was with 1:19 left. And he was open.
Miami's taking a timeout, and I think that Clayton was he wasn't supposed to break that thing off. He was supposed to be about 10 yards deeper.
1:19 left. They'll talk it over on the Miami sidelines. We will come back. We'll see what they do on 4th and 10. Here's your situation. 1:19 left. 4th down and 10. Miami is down by 7. So they have to get the first down here. And Marino looks, fires, it is caught. Duper's got plenty of running room. The first down, and ducks down at the 12. The drive continues.
The Buffalo Bills that time, they just didn't want to get 7. They know it's 4th down. What the Miami Dolphins are thinking about, they're taking their 2nd time out, is Jimmy just get 10. Instead of playing at least a couple of your safeties up close enough to stop that, all Duper did was run free. When you look down the middle of this field, you are not going to see any defensive players. Look at this. Talley goes all the way to the end zone. Look how wide open the Duper is. And when he gets the ball, he just falls down inside the 13. He's at the 12-yard line. I can't believe that Talley ran out of there. You have to look for somebody underneath. You've got 6 defensive backs playing deep.
1:08 remaining. And that's a pretty good conference right over there. There's Don Strock, and he's the one right now who's talking it over. Marv Levy is talking it over on the other sideline as they try and preserve this thing.
Well, the one thing to keep in mind, Miami can still get a first down inside the 2-yard line. That's one. Now, Marino may be going to the end zone on the first and second play, because if he doesn't get it, you don't run that much time off the clock. There's a minute and 8. They have one timeout. But then after that, you better worry about him, that short dump play.
He's got 4 out there, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. Jensen and Duper down at the bottom, Clayton and Pruitt up top. On first down, he's shooting it to the end zone. A great catch for a touchdown by Clayton.
Something, Jimmy. Nate Odoms, the rookie out on that corner, could not have played that ball any better. You talk about a defensive man in a position to make the play, and this was all Marino and Clayton. That ball was right where Clayton can get his hands on it, and it was a super catch by that young man who, during the preseason, they were talking about trading him.
Tremendous drive and use of the clock by Dan Marino and the Dolphin offense. Now some unfinished business here for the tie. Reves, it is tied 31-31 with a minute 3 left. Great ball game.
You know, this touchdown, and again, Nate Odoms was there. You take a look where Marino puts his ball, but it's Clayton here. Look at Nate Odoms. He is on him totally. He tripped a little bit, went to his knees, and Clayton with the great hands ends up getting the ball. Here it is. Nate Odoms, 37 on the outside, and here's Clayton. Makes the move. Now look at Odoms is not beaten here, but watch what happens. He gets tangled up, bumps into the receiver, goes down. Clayton, touchdown. They might have been able to call pass interference on the defense because he hit him before the ball got there.
Oh, let's do it again.
I love it. Watch where Marino puts the ball. He knows he's got one-on-one coverage. Clayton out there on Nate Odoms. But look at Nate Odoms. They're bumping and bumping, and then Nate Odoms seems to trip on Clayton's feet. He goes down. Clayton, total concentration. That's 6. He's happy. We might have overtime.
On that drive, Marino went over 300 yards passing for the day. He's got 303 with 4 touchdown passes. A minute 3 left. Remember now, Kelly has got the big arm too, plus 3 timeouts.
And the Redskins beat the Jets 17-16.
So that affects the AFC Eastern Division race by plenty.
You bet.
Reves with it on the tee. 31-31. Short kick. And the guy that has really been big for Buffalo takes it back. That's Rob Riddick. And he goes out of bounds out over the 25-yard line. He is driven out on the play by David Fry. And here comes Jim Kelly out to the huddle. There goes Jim Jensen off the field. Kelly's got 3 timeouts. That Miami scoring drive was 80 yards, 11 plays. It took 3:01 and finished with an artistic catch.
You know, you talk about this situation where you look at the receivers against the defensive backs. Here's the situation where you take a look at the offensive line and the defensive line. You've got to get some heat on Kelly. You can't let him sit back and throw, and this offensive line of Buffalo's playing well.
58 seconds. The sure thing, and it's Ronnie Harmon, and he goes out of bounds with 51 left over the 30, and he's out at the 33-yard line.
And you're not going to get to Kelly with a 3-man rush. You've got Soche, you've got Boza, you've got Turner, and you're going up against a tremendous offensive line. Look at these numbers.
It was everything that we advertised. 287 to 303, and of course, Kelly should be right up over that 300 mark by the end of this drive if they continue to move. Tie game. Second down.
Oh.
With a rush, he still got it off, and it's complete. And where the official is giving them that initial progress, it's a first down. The ball was caught by Andre Reed and a timeout by the Bills with 41 seconds left. They still have 2 in their wallet.
Boy, did T.J. Turner hammer Kelly. And just hit him right as the ball was being thrown. Kelly just jumped up and went to the sidelines.
Don Shula on the sidelines. talking it over with the defensive squad. Marv Levy on the other side with Frank Reich, the backup quarterback. Here's the AFC Eastern Division standings. New England and the Jets both lost, so they're at 500, 3-3. Pending what happens here today between Buffalo and Miami, someone will be 2 or 4, and the other person will be tied. The other team will be tied at 3-3. You'd have a 4-way tie.
How'd you like to be after 6 games of the season in last place in the Eastern Division, only 1 game out?
Right. Kelly now updated, has 298 yards passing. He's hit 3 in a row, 8 of his last 10. 41 seconds remaining in regulation time. Hang around. We're tied. Riddick out of the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's got some sideline. There's a flag down, too, as he goes out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
I think you're going to call holding on Ronnie Harmon.
Offensive pass interference, number 33.
It's offensive pass interference on Harmon.
You call it what you want. I'm calling it holding.
Clock showing 35 seconds now remaining.
Kelly has 2 timeouts, and you have to get in field goal range. They're a little bit range. You're a little bit concerned about those little dump passes. Even that pass he just threw there was for no gain. Jimmy, you've got to take a shot down the middle one time. It's not going to hurt you. And especially is the big guy in there, Metzelaars. The guy they haven't thrown the ball to at all is Tremaine Johnson, number 86.
Metzelaars is not in the lineup now. Out of the shotgun, it's 1st and 20 after the offensive pass interference. He throws, Riddick catches, and he is immediately knocked down by Judson. Clock running to 24 seconds remaining. Now it stops.
Timeout.
Timeout, Buffalo.
All right, let me give you one. The Bears were down, what, 20-0? The Bears are now winning 27-26. McMahon threw a touchdown pass. McMahon ran for a touchdown.
The guy can
But there's
play.
1:28 remaining in the 4th period.
All right, let's get caught up on all the scores. Paul just detailed the Chicago game for you. The Jets lose to Washington. The Bears are ahead. The 49ers win by 2. We told you about the field goal by Anderson. That beats the Bengals as the Steelers win in that AFC Central Division. The Eagles lead over Dallas in the 4th. New England lost to the Colts 30-16.
Look at all of these scores. They're within 2 and 3 points. All will be forgotten because they've seen great games all across the country.
4 o'clock games have started. Your late games. We'll be going to the Seattle Raiders game. That's scoreless. Right now, we got 24 seconds remaining in regulation time. In a tie game as Kelly throws to Riddick with blocking out in front. And he goes out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
What a great play by Soche, number 70, who is the nose tackle. Actually, he reads the screen. They've got blockers out in front. One man, Soche, number 70, right there, messes up the whole play and holds it to a 2-yard gain.
And it's 3rd down and 12. 16 seconds left and 1 timeout.
Well, here's what you do. You've got to go deep because if you throw deep and they intercept it and something happens, it's like a punt. But you can't sit there or wait for the overtime. Here it goes.
There's a flag down in the middle of the field, and Andre Reed makes the catch out over the 45-yard line. There is a flag down by the Miami bench at the 49-yard line.
And if that's holding on the defense, that's a 1st down.
With
8 seconds.
8 seconds left.
Are they looking at Fry, 53, the linebacker?
Face mask, number 49, defense.
It's on Judson. Bad penalty. Just to highlight it for you. 8 seconds remaining. Kelly looking. Face mask on the defense.
Is this a 5-yarder? It's a 5-yarder.
They're moving the chains for a 1st down.
Well, to have a shot at a field goal, you need about a 15 to 18-yard pattern.
And you need it pretty fast, too, with 8 seconds
you've only got
left.
8 seconds, but they do have one timeout.
So now Kelly's over 300 yards. Marino and Kelly in a great air show here today at Joe Robbie Stadium.
Kelly just walked up to the referee, Pat Haggerty, and said, hey, if they catch that ball, you look for me because I want a timeout right now. I don't want you go running around someplace. I want you to be where I can call timeout.
It is first down, but more importantly, there are only 8 seconds left in regulation time, heading towards overtime. Or will we? Kelly gets away. Riddick catches it. 1 second, time runs out. Let's see. They're at the 41. It would be a heck of a field goal try anyway.
58-yarder, and I don't think Norwood has the leg. They're going to overtime, boys and girls. But is there a flag over there? And if it is a flag, and if it's on the defense, the game doesn't end. No, there's no flag.
It. No flag.
Good. Your first game, you have to go to overtime, huh?
So now they head over to the sidelines for a brief rest to settle things down. Now, both replacement teams, the Bills and the Dolphins, were involved in overtime games last week. The Bills beat the Giants up in Buffalo. The Dolphins lost to the Jets at the Meadowlands. The regular guys come back, and it's the same script. 31-31.
I see Blackwood walking out for the toss of the coin. The Bills are running out. Blackwood kind of stumbled out.
This is a very big flip.
It really is, because both of these defenses are extremely tired. The heat has gotten to a lot of them, and you don't want to be on defense.
Tails, he calls. Tails. You want the ball? Let's go where you defend.
You bet we want the ball. So he'll towel off, and he will hope that he gets the ball back. We'll be right back with overtime after these messages from your local station.
Ed Kilgore.
Jim Donovan and Paul McGuire back at Joe Robbie Stadium in Miami. Overtime upcoming. Now, we've told you how the Bills have really struggled against the Dolphins. Losers of the last 6 in a row, 10 of the last 11. When did they last win? There it was, 1983 in overtime.
Here we go.
Buffalo won the flip. They'll receive. Reves to kick it away.
You may think this is a dumb statement, but it's not. They're not tired anymore. They know, both of these teams, they know that they, one mistake or one great play is a win.
In the day of big comebacks, and Buffalo staged one here down 21-0. Chicago staged one this afternoon, and the Bears pull that game off. Rallied by Jim McMahon off the bench, second half, and the Bears win. So here we go at Joe Robbie Stadium. Miami must stop the Bills to get the ball back. Jim Kelly has first crack, and he'll try and get them in position to win it. Towards the sidelines and out of bounds. The flag goes down. Reves holds his head. Where do they want the ball?
They're going to take it at the 35. Why not?
Oh, boy, what a... he almost did that on one other kickoff, but snuck it through.
Well, this is that rule this year. You can either have him kick it over again with a 5-yard penalty, or you have the option of taking the ball at the 35-yard line. The Bills opted to take it at the 35.
So it's a first down. Buffalo, good field position at the 35-yard line. That's where the first offensive drive of overtime starts. First points, you win. Kelly straps it up. Up top, first down. And Andre Reed is wide open in Miami territory right off the bat at the 47-yard line.
Jimmy, the Miami Dolphins defensive line had some kind of deal going on, and when they had the deal, all 4 guys ended up in the same spot in the offensive line. And the offensive line of Buffalo just sat there. We're going to just take a look at Andre Reed now. He's going downfield, and he's looking. Langford just thought that he has help to the outside or inside, but he never looked at the outside. Reed just broke it off. They picked up 18 yards on the play.
And a first down, and they are driving towards winning position. Reed in motion. Harmon looked for Metzelars and then cut away as Metzelars was being strapped up. And they're at the 45-yard line. For an NFL update, let's go to New York, and here's Bob Costas. Back here in Miami at the 45-yard line, 14:20 left in overtime. Short run by Harmon. Overtime games, the Dolphins and the Bills have done well, winning record 4-2. And with the upper hand in this one, with the ball in Miami territory, Kelly down the middle, Burkett, who's been right down that middle all day, he's got it again inside the 30 at the 26.
Burkett is just catching everything that Kelly's throwing in. Also, Kelly is putting the ball right on line. There was a blitz again that time. The offensive line, super job. And you're going to see Burkett comes off the line of scrimmage. That's Judson trying to stay with him. He breaks to the inside. Judson grabs him. But look at Burkett. Look where the ball is thrown. You got to catch it.
Burkett's had an outstanding afternoon. Big catches all day long. Deep in Miami territory now here in overtime with a pitch to Riddick. Oh, and a great cut because he had negative yardage there. They had him trapped in the backfield, and Riddick slipped away. I told you about Burkett's big day. He has 9 catches.
Riddick made a great cut, but he got a super block from Byram, the fullback. And Byram, watch number 35. You're going to see Riddick with the cut. Look at here. Byram blocks. All right, but wait a minute. He's not done. Look at Byram. He just takes his man all the way out of the play, gave Riddick enough time to get back to the inside.
Jim Kelly, 359 yards. 4 yards gained on the last play. Riddick again, down to the 20, inside the 20, and slipped through.
Soche almost had a shot at him. Soche is just sitting on the ground saying, I had him, and I missed him. Riddick makes a great cut to the inside. Take a look at Riddick. He's running hard. Not worried about Byram blocking out there anymore. He comes back. Here comes Soche. He was there. I had him. No, I don't have him. Riddick gets the ball down. It's 3rd and 2. They move the ball now towards the center of the field.
That's right. Norwood over on the sidelines, waiting to see if he's going to be called in, or will the ball continue to move towards that Miami end zone. Metzelars in motion, 3rd down and 2. Riddick dives, should have the first down up near the 15-yard line. Move the chains. They've got a first down, and they continue to drive. Riddick has made that kind of move all day long.
Riddick went up in the air, and when he dove, someone met him in midair, and I don't know whether it was Brown or not, number 43. But Riddick was turning in the air, which enabled him to get the first down.
Don Shula needed a big defensive series after they lost the flip to start overtime, and the Bills got the ball, and they have not been able to respond. Kelly has the Bills driving. Harmon to the 10. And 5 more yards on first down.
They're calling John Kidd up, who is the holder.
Keep moving forward. They're on the right hash mark right now. That's where the ball is, at the 10-yard line.
They're going to kick the field goal now. And it is a smart move, too, because what happens if it's only 2nd down, all right? If there's a bad snap, Buffalo's going to take a timeout. If there's a bad snap, it's still only going to be 3rd down.
Miami calls the timeout to let Norwood think about it a little bit. They'll put him on ice. Remember, they blocked one going towards this end very early in the game, the first time Norwood teed one up.
This is where you leave the kicker alone. Don't even talk to him.
Yeah, nobody is.
Pretend like he has